Well, hello, good evening. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Diego C. Palace, a live watch along. There's 3 matches. There's 2 actually already on the go. Manchester United versus Newcastle has just kicked off. So there's 3 Premier League matches on the go. But before I kick off, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace as you enter the chat if you can, or if you're watching on playback, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I cover content on Crystal Palace Men, Crystal Palace Women, other Premier League fixtures, as you can see this evening, and also European fixtures. I did some last night as well on the watch along. It was 8 hours watch along. Did a bit of Portuguese football and Italian league football as well. I also do a bit of wildlife. It's on this on the playlist, and additionally to that, I do a bit of keeping up to my UFC, MMA picks. And also, there's also a little on the playlist. There's a few streams on that as well if you want to have a butchers of that. But in the meantime, please hit like and subscribe. It's all kicked off. It's still 0-0 everywhere. Let me just quickly double check. I have put the lineups in the descriptions only thus far. If you're new to the channel, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. It's still, oh my days, Ipswich Town have just scored. Ipswich Town have just scored. Look at that. Chelsea fans, what is going on? And I'll tell you something, I asked for Ipswich Town and the Ipswich Town's fans to do a number over the Chelsea fans. We need to rust with the Ipswich fans, Ipswich players, just wear the Chelsea players down, because we've got them by Crystal Palace and got them next weekend. But look at that, the jamminess of Chelsea, what they do in the transfer window, it's had no help at all to them at all. And I can tell you, I can confirm, it is a goal for Ipswich Town. It is absolute scenes. And that's as I go live, definitely can confirm it was a penalty there by Ipswich, and Liam Delap. He just the goalkeeper for Chelsea just couldn't get anywhere near it. Absolute scenes. Good evening, Shay Arsenal. Thank you for tuning in. Big up to you. Yes. Hope you're doing well, Shay Arsenal. Good evening. He says, big up. Look at that. Chelsea are in the mud. Chelsea are already in the mud. But it is 12 minutes because they kicked off a few minutes earlier. Oh no. Brighton have gone ahead. No, don't ruin my evening. Aston Villa fans out there, come on. What is up with you? Look, you've lost your mojo. Not Ruben Amorim. Yes, they were brown. No, Aston Villa have conceded a goal. Brighton have gone ahead. Can someone please beat Brighton? Someone just please beat Brighton. That's all I ask for. I don't mean much. Do you know, the Christmas tree, it's still up and all that, lit up and all that. But I'm just saying, can someone please beat Brighton? Lewis Dunk, up like a salmon, up there. And Brighton are leading. Absolute scenes. So good evening there, Shay Arsenal. He says, big up to you, Shay Arsenal. I hope you are well. He says, remember to hit the button and subscribe if you're new. Thank you very much, Shay Arsenal, for putting that in the chat. That means a lot. It helps me a lot on the channel. Believe me, I can't tell you how much that helps. And up there, Ipswich. Well, I wouldn't go that far. I need Ipswich Town to lose points, but I just want them to wear down those Chelsea players, because we've got them next weekend at Selhurst Park. And but yeah, the Chelsea fans, they thought that they were like all walking nonchalant until they walked along their own Fulham Road there by the bridge, and the Fulham fans put them back in their box. Real talk, not because I say so, it's real talk. That's the word on the street on the Fulham Road. Chelsea fans, what is going on? You lost to Fulham on the Fulham Road at the bridge, and now you're 1-0 down to Ipswich. I mean, come on. Still a 0-0 between Manchester United versus Newcastle United. My prediction for that match is Manchester United 1, Newcastle United 1. I think that's going to be a draw. All day long. I was going to, it's on the set pieces. It depends how Manchester United defend their set pieces. And, but at the moment, at the Tractor Boys, the IPSWICH home fans there, yeah, they've rattled Chelsea. Real talk. Chelsea is getting better as Chelsea is getting better at Saturdays. Listen, Chelsea fans. What they can't sing too much right now because they're 1-0 down against the Tractor Boys. And as I say, can someone please be Brighton? That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Right, let's get things set up. Because that one's gone. Man, let's have a look. Let's just get this running. But thank you very much, Shay at Arsenal, for dropping in and asking everyone to drop a like. How do I put this thing back up there? Ooh, nearly banged you there. I think it's this one. There it is. Thank you very much, Shay Arsenal, for dropping in. And yeah, I mean it's one of those. I don't understand why Arsenal have got a Newcastle. Who else? Newcastle. I'm gonna have to. No, I don't flip flop. But my prediction was Manchester United 1, Newcastle 1. But Newcastle, it's only a few minutes, and who else but Alexander Isak has just scored for Newcastle. I haven't even got poured my drink yet. And Newcastle United are leading at Old Trafford 1-0. Look at that, Manchester United fans. What is going on with your defending? It's all up the shop. What is going on? Or are the Manchester United fans all worried about the mice problem? What is going on? This is the best Monday, says Shay Arsenal. Look, you are Arsenal fans taking liberties because they have had 2 extra resting days. It's well out of order. I'm saying it. Big up, good evening to Steve RFC. Big up. Yeah, loads of goals going in right now. It's absolute seeds. Absolute seeds. Right, let me just get this going here. Absolute scenes here. I'm going to do this isn't working. Oh, well, that's not working. Right, let me just get that going there. If you're new to the channel, I think someone's going off injured for in the Aston Villa Brighton game. Someone looks like it's injured because they wouldn't change it that early, I would have thought. Yeah, someone's going down. I think it's Aston Villa substitution. So they've got even more injuries. They're piling up this season for Aston Villa. Let's get that going there. Okay, let's leave that there for a moment. I hope that works. If you're new to the channel, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers, and thank you very much, everyone, for the support thus far. Big up to Shay Arsenal in the chat and saying this is the best Monday. He's Arsenal fan, very sorry. And then Steve RFC is a big up goal given. Yes, it looks like it was given. And what? I just came in now just to watch. Long glad it became the game before, so I don't miss the game. Yeah, there's a lot of football in tonight, but all the goals going in early on. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I can confirm that Aston Villa, they've had to do a full substitution. At Manchester United versus Newcastle, it is none other than Alexander Isak. Will he be going to Arsenal in the January transfer window? Who knows? Who knows? Any Arsenal fans in the chat, do they want Alexander Isak? And also confirm it's Aston Villa 0, Brighton 1. I mean, that's all. It's just outrageous. All I ask is out there from anyone who's been anyone. Please, just someone beat Brighton. Can someone beat Brighton? That's all I need. That's all I need. That's all I need. Unbelievable. Can't rely on the Villa fans. Can't rely on anyone out there. And this is what Shay was probably saying. This is best Monday. It is Ipswich Town 1, Chelsea 0. The Tractor Boys with their tractors doing their thing. And yep, they were leading Chelsea 1-0. Absolute scenes. Absolute scenes. Right, let me get my headphones on. Right, let's get that going. So I've got that one going. Oh, I've got this one. Hold on a sec. Oh, I just dropped the cable there. I didn't want to do that. Just a moment. I'm just trying to get as many as I can on. I think that's working. Right. I need to take just a little drink now. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe. If United lose football, will be that will be good. That's a good. There's always going to be absolute scenes if Manchester United. I'm still going for a Manchester United 1, Newcastle United 1. I'm going for a draw there. Just to upset the apple cart there. Everyone obviously saying that Newcastle are going to win, but I got a feeling that Newcastle will just let it drop. I think I've always found that Newcastle United are the bogey team for Manchester United in the Premier League, in the sense that some of the decisions that the referees give favourably to Manchester United. There I go, talking about the referees already. But I'm just saying, it's just got a feeling. I just got a feel for it. And also, I've put the lineups in the description for anyone who wants to have a look. And let me just... oh, 1 minute, I've got to put this on before. Oh, and Chelsea, there you go. Gio Felix has just equalised for Chelsea. Unbelievable scenes. There you go. Chelsea are back on track. It was only a blip against Fulham on the earlier on. And Chelsea have equalised 1-1. I'm kind of hopeful that the Ipswich Town players run down all the energy levels of all the Chelsea players, so there'll be nothing left of the Chelsea players come next weekend. So, but actually, I do want Ipswich Town to lose because I want them to drop points. That's how salty I am. But come on, man, I'm a Crystal Palace fan. I need my Crystal Palace to keep climbing up and everyone below me to drop points in the Premier League. Right, here we go. Let's see if I can get this one running again, because it's just collapsed. If you're new to the channel, please. Yes, here we go. I am on. Hopefully it lasts. I'm on 10 minutes 39. I've got the nibbles. Remember that you can eat while you watch TV and watch your football. And here's Aston Villa. Here's Antony Gordon. Right, let's have a look. What I'm going to do. VAR looking at the one in Chelsea, by the way, people. What I'm going to do is on this one. Oh no. Yeah, I need to put this up first, I think. Right. Let me just get this up. I can't hear this. I don't know if you guys can. Oh, yeah, you can hear me. Okay, because the last time I plugged these things in, see another Newcastle goal. Well, Newcastle are holding the ball. Manchester United are happy for them to play the ball in front. Good. Yeah, I think you're right. Newcastle are dominating. On the left-hand side here, Newcastle cutting in. Oh, he's just sold himself. Oh, my days, and the things just stopped working there. Newcastle are absolutely all over the shop over Manchester United. And blocked there by Maguire. Literally, I think at times Manchester United are playing 5 at the back. Like, literally. Newcastle United are looking like Real Madrid versus a lower La Liga side. That's how bad Manchester United are at the moment in holding the possession. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you're new. Just pouring my food there. And let's just get this going. Just bear up, people. I'm just putting my food out because I need a few little nibbles. It's been a long day. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Doing a watch along for Manchester United versus Newcastle. My prediction there is a 1-1 draw. Which you're probably not going to get it because the way Newcastle are playing right now. I mean, real talk. And also, I'm going for a Chelsea 3-1 away win. It's not too bad at the moment because it's actually Chelsea. They've pulled it back. So it's 1-1 there, but I need the Chelsea players to get one. And there's Newcastle United. I tell you what, I'm a Diallo there, having a bit of a mare there at the back, but he's defending really well. Make sure you subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you can. Remember, you can eat while you watch your football. I've got my little nibbles here. Please hit a like. Oh, Gordon! Oh, my days. Oh, my days. The number 10, Gordon, nearly just scored for Newcastle for their second. I'm just watching it here before I can put something in my mouth to eat. Ball goes out wide. Cross. Oh, Gordon going in there in the far post. Let's have a look. He got to the ball first, so he beat all the Manchester United defenders, and Onana was nowhere to be seen. Onana was beaten there on that cross coming in. Unbelievable scenes. Well, actually, that's not surprising, actually, more than unbelievable. Zirkzee is down injured. Netherlands international there. Is he all right? What's happened to him? Let's have a look. Oh, well, he's just run into the back of Tonali. So what's he supposed to do? He's just he was looking up at the ball and he was running and he's just hit the back of the Newcastle United player. Will Tonali be at Newcastle United at the end of the January transfer window? I'm hearing a few whispers out there. Eriksen, of course. I've put the lineup in the chat. If anyone, Eriksen takes the free kick there, and Newcastle defending there in numbers. And I'm going to actually, while I'm talking to you, I'm going to move over the Manchester United lineup into the chat. If anyone wants to, you can see it all in one page. It's the best I can do at the moment. And just bear with me if I can figure out how to do it. Manchester United. And then this is the subs. Right, that's the Manchester United lineup and their substitutes. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe. Help me get to 5 likes if you can. That'll be amazing. Last night, you lot got me to 15 likes. I've never had 10 likes before, let alone 15. That was absolutely brilliant, everyone out there. Thank you very much. Absolutely brilliant. Here comes Newcastle United defending quite deep here. Rashford on there. Yeah, that's the lineup there. So if anyone can see that, I'm just going to go and get the, of course, the Newcastle United lineup. This is Eddie Howe's. Oh, my mouse doesn't reach over there. Oh Lord. Newcastle United are literally causing Manchester United not to have enough time on the ball to build up any play. And literally what Eddie Howe has told his Newcastle United side, and there's their lineup for Newcastle United, is that when they're off the ball, man-to-man attack the opposition player which you're supposed to cover. And it's just cutting any open play from Manchester United. Eriksen has just had his pocket picked, and the ball goes all the way up top. He's onside. Alexander Isak is on the one with the goalkeeper. He tried to dink the ball over Onana. At one point, it was just 1 against 2. And Alexander Isak, I tell you something, I'm hearing a lot of whispers that maybe Arsenal fans will like him at Arsenal come January. Will the Newcastle United fans like that? I don't know. Will he end up? Would Alexander Isak end up at Arsenal? Ahmed on the ball. Hey, look. He's just had his pocket pick. That Ahmad has just had his pocket pick. He's just walking with the ball. Someone's just come and took the ball off him. And you know, Ahmad, they don't realise that they're playing against a team like Newcastle that are attacking off the ball like nothing's ever happened. It's absolute scenes there. I think that's a good opportunity there for Alexander Isak. He tried to go between the goalkeeper and the far left post. He ran out of angle there, to be honest. But that's good attacking forward play. What I think will be more concerning, I suppose, would be the fact that they are the way Manchester United are defending, and also enforced errors. They're on the ball and they're getting the pockets picked. There's that Gordon. Crosses it in. Oh my days, there you go. Manchester United have got their second. How did that even happen so easily like that? I'm telling you, unbelievable scene. Newcastle United are now 2-0 up. Lovely pitch of a cross of Gordon. Manchester United can't defend. Martinez there. Absolutely shocking defending there. And I'll tell you something. Joelinton coming in and they couldn't stop him. The ball should never have been allowed to cross in the first place. The ball goes out to the left-hand side to Gordon. He goes into the space. He cuts in. No one closing him down. Ball goes up. Joelinton. It's too easy. It's too easy. The Brazilian against the Argentinian there. And there is no desire to defend the ball. It's just shocking defending. Martinez has just been shown why. Is he Premier League level? Is it a foul? Are they going to allow it? I think that's it goes off the shoulder. It does count. It does count. It is now Manchester United 0, Newcastle United 2. Oh, there goes my prediction out the window. This can turn very ugly. We're only not even 20 minutes into the match. Manchester United fans, what is going on? Shay Arsenal, the Arsenal fan, is happy because at one point Chelsea were losing and Manchester United were losing. I mean, what is it? What are they like? Arsenal fans, unbelievable. Still 1-0. IPSWICH goal must have been cancelled. Oh, no way. All right. Thank you, Steve. Thank you for that. Right. Let's have a butchers at that. Oh, then I must. Then let me just refresh this. You're absolutely 100% right. Always, Steve. And how can you rule out a penalty? I don't. Oh, no. It was IPSWICH Town. It was a penalty. Yeah. So it was the equaliser. So it's still the tractor boys are winning. Come on, Chelsea fans. What is going on? What is going on with you lot? But here, I predicted a draw between Manchester United and Newcastle. But it's just Manchester United are just shocking in defending. Martinez has just been found out. Is he Premier League level? Would he survive in the Championship level? Make sure you can eat and drink while you watch your football. It's not just to watch along of football. You can eat. Make sure you eat well. I'm not going to flip-flop. I said 1-1, so I got it wrong this one. But it could still be a draw, but I just don't see it. The home fans are booing Manchester United fans, players there. Unbelievable scenes there. I mean, Manchester United have got Liverpool next weekend. And not just that, it's taken them... It's since 1989 they have never finished in the bottom 10, and I mean I can see my Crystal Palace finishing above Manchester United. The way they're defending right now, I don't think they'll go down. But I tell you, well, I don't know the way IPSWICH, the way the lower clubs are getting points off the clubs like Chelsea. Who's safe at the moment in the bottom 10? I've just put the lineups there in the chat if anyone's interested. Diallo, Ahmad. At the moment, I see Manchester United as a worldwide brand, and the assets that they've got in players on the pitch. Over half of these players, I wouldn't let them have them at Crystal Palace. No way. No way. That's telling you something. It's Manchester United 0, Newcastle 2. I am on 20, coming up to 23 minutes. Steve corrected me, and yes, well done, Paul Brady. The Villa have just got a goal against the Albion. Brighton fans in the mud. No one likes seagulls. I mean, come on, who likes the seagulls? I mean, do you know what I mean? Here's Manchester United. Their offensive play. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at DIOC Palace. And I can confirm, yes, it is a 1-goal. Ollie Watkins equaliser for Aston Villa on roughly about 36 minutes. They started earlier than this match at Manchester United. Good evening, Paul Brady. Thank you very much for dropping in. And it is I need my Palace to finish above. If my Palace finish above Brighton, and they should finish, that was my prediction from the beginning of the season, and it still is. We need to finish above Brighton, and more importantly, finish in the top 10. And we do that, we'll finish above teams like Tottenham Hotspur, Manchester United, just to say a few. Real talk, we're good enough to do that. Did you see that Ebrez's celebrations yesterday? It was dancing on the pitch, man. It was absolute seas. But I'm happy. Brighton have dropped 2 points thus far. Come on, you Villa fans. Get your team to beat Brighton. I don't ask for much. All I ask for, can someone beat Brighton? That's all I ask. This is Joelinton, and Onana's just standing there like a bystander as that goal goes in. When Joelinton scored, Joelinton twice the body weight, stamina that of Martinez, Brazilian international versus an Argentinian international. He got cooked. Real talk. Oh, here's Newcastle United again. Oh my God. We never arranged by pause for oh, that was on target. About 10-15 yards outside the penalty area. If they feel that they want to have a pop, Eddie Howe must have told them, just give yourself the space. Do you know what? The closing down of Manchester United defensive players when the deflection, oh my days. And Tonali there, I'll tell you something, it's target practice for Newcastle United players versus Manchester United. That was a deflection. It could have gone anywhere. Onana was beaten from the get-go. And that could have gone into the near post. But I agree with you, Steve. If they go third up, I think it's curtains, and it can get very ugly. But this is only Newcastle United, Steve, and anyone else in the chat. They've still got to play Liverpool next weekend. You've all seen how Liverpool were playing. Oh. Lambs to the slaughter there, I swear. I tell you, even the mice are going to jump out of shit. Newcastle, I think that's Onana. At last, Onana comes out of his goal for Manchester United and actually does something. There he goes. The ball was actually going towards the goal, so that was going into the. That was probably going towards the. Manchester United are very vulnerable on set pieces. I mean, that's just an understatement. And here is a corner, goes in to the back post. It was a bit too deep, and Onana, I think, had it covered. That's and Trippier trying to get the ball to whip in there at the back post, and it's just gone over the crossbar. So I bet the Manchester United fans and if you can call it their defenders, can have a little sigh of relief there. But here we go. Ball goes out, and straight away, Onana kicks the ball out. Newcastle take control of the play. Big up to you, Steve. Say I'm watching. Yeah, Flying Pig. I'm watching both where there is a goal. United. See his reactions first. He's a man. Yeah, he's brilliant. The Flying Pig is brilliant. Absolutely love his content. but I've got a better hat than him. You can tell him that. No, don't tell him that. But the flying pig is brilliant. Yeah, I'm getting trouble soon. It's still Manchester United 0, Newcastle United 2. I'm on coming up to 28 minutes here. It's the Newcastle United second goalkeeper catching the ball. Ruben Amorim there squatting there on his touchline, shake of the head. He's not a happy bunny down there, but I can confirm it is still Ipswich Town 1, jammy Chelsea fans. There, what is going on with the Chelsea fans? Oh my God! Could it be 3 games on? Yes, it will be. If they lose today at Selhurst Park next weekend, it'll be 3 games lost on the bounce, no doubt. But I got a feeling that Chelsea will pull one back later on at the Tractor Boys. There is Newcastle United. All the Manchester United players could do is try and wrestle them off the ball, but they can't. And here's Dalot, Thiago Dalot there defending there. This time a little bit better. And Ahmad is down, touching his eye. It looks like he got a bit of glade of grass in his eye. What's going on there? If you're new to the channel, please hit a like and subscribe. Help me get to 5 likes if you can. And as I say, last night on the watch along last night, I got 15 likes. I've never had 10. It was absolutely, I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Thank you very much, everyone, for your support. It is 30 minutes here. Newcastle United corner, they take it short. Trippier. And they now cut it in. There's no press from the Manchester United players. When Newcastle players have the ball in and around the penalty area, there's no one going out there. Oh my days, that could have been another free header. There is no intensity while Arsenal ball to press the opposition, and they're just standing there, just getting whooped there. Real talk. Newcastle United are going to get third. Oh, they've got the third. Manchester United. Oh, the flag goes off. But I tell you, saying Alexander Isak is saying that I was onside. Would VAR look at that? I don't know. Alexander Isak is damn adamant that he was onside. Let's have a look at this. No, he's onside. He's on. Oh no, yeah. Oh, initially he was onside, but then because there was another touch, I think the rules is that they have to. Then he was offside. But Newcastle United, it's target practice for them. Unbelievable. It's not unbelievable scenes. What are these Manchester United fans and their players doing? There's no intensity off the ball. I went for a 1-1 draw. How wrong was I? And the goal disallowed there. And here goes Alexander Isak. I think the Arsenal fans that are shouting for Alexander Isak to go over to Arsenal probably got a good point there, because it's very good. Yeah, Manchester United on the ropes. I mean, it's can they get to half time at just 2-0 down? I don't know. I can't see it. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new. I don't know. My prediction was 1-1, and I was just so wrong there. I thought because the Newcastle United have got their main hope, their main goalkeeper out. I thought that might give Manchester United a chance. And here we go. It's just target practice for Newcastle United. I'm on 31 points. 31 minutes. And it looks like Chelsea nearly just scored. Kobe Mainoo looks to be coming on. It's good to be introduced now. And I think he should have started in the first place. Do you see how Manchester United are playing without Bruno Fernandes? And Manchester United have been forced to tactically do a change within the first half, within the first 33 minutes. Zirkzee Zirkzee's come off. The Netherlands forward players had to come off, and Kobe Mainoo had to go into the midfield pivot area, and all the other Manchester United players are warming up there now. They've had to tactically respond because it's target practice for Newcastle United at their home ground of Old Trafford. I mean, even the mice are lining up and they're having a pop at their own goal at Manchester United. Kobe Mainoo now has been brought on and to shore up things in that midfield, because there is no intensity, there's no close-up pressure whilst off the ball. If you look at every time Newcastle have got the ball in and about around it in front of the Manchester United penalty area, no one's going out to them. There's no press off the ball by Manchester United players. So Newcastle United are just passing the ball to each other. Zirkzee is just and there you go. There you go. Kobe Mainoo comes on, and Rashford Hojlund, he's fluffed his lines. It was a tight angle. Oh, he's just gone right off the right-hand side post. But look at that. Kobe Mainoo comes on, and Rashford Hojlund gets an opportunity. I think that's the first opportunity, real opportunity, that Manchester United has had on the Newcastle goal. Yes, it is. They still haven't got any shots on target yet, Manchester United, but that's the real attempt, really. In comparisons to Newcastle's, they've had 10. Newcastle United, on 34 minutes, have had over 10 attempts on target, and Manchester United have only had 1. There you go. Please hit the likes. Help me get to 5 likes, please. Oh. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace, and if you can, drop a like if you're watching, and if you're new. Unbelievable scenes. And here is Manchester United now on their attack. Martinez on the ball. Dalot, the Portuguese. He's just had his pocket picked, and he's done a foul. I'm sorry, but R1 Bissaka was better than Diogo Dalot. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Say no more. I can't remember the last time in the Premier League that I saw Manchester United in the first half being forced to do a tactical change because the opposition side are literally lining up with the mice at Old Trafford, target practice against their goalkeeper. That's what's been happening within the first 30 minutes. I've never seen that happen. Can someone in the chat tell me if Manchester United have ever been forced to do that in the past? I've never seen that. But in any way, that tells you a bit of man management by Ruben Amorim, because what Ruben Amorim is a player that can read the players that's going, and if he's got to change it, he's got to change it, and he does it. He's not afraid to do it. He's there to utilise the squad in depth, if you can call it that, at his football club, Manchester United. But quite frankly, the fact that you see the likes of Ipswich Town getting points against Chelsea is Manchester United in a relegation fight now. Are they going to go into the bottom 3 before February? Because it could happen. It could happen. February the 1st or the 2nd, Manchester United, if they carry on playing like this, could be in the bottom 3. Before Kobe Mainoo came on, you could tell that, one, Bruno Fernandes was not playing for Manchester United. And number 2, you could tell that there was just no intensity whilst off the ball to try and press the opposition when they're around the penalty area for Manchester United. And that's got to stem from training, from team what they do in training to get that right on match day. And they're all over the shop. And as I said, the third thing that I saw in this first 30 minutes, I've never seen a Manchester United manager have to tactically change his first team setup at Old Trafford because the opposition is literally target practice on his team. And even the mice were lining up to have a little chance on goal. Real talk. Gordon on the ball. There's just no press from Manchester United players. If you look at every time a Newcastle United player gets the ball, he has about 5 to 10 yards of space around him. Look, there goes another one. There's another one. There, Kobe Mainoo, he's gone into them. Kobe Mainoo's now gone into him, and that's what all of them have to do. And that's what cut out. And now they've got the ball back, and they've given the ball away. Oh, look at that. The only player in this first half that is pressing the opposition whilst Manchester United are off the ball has been Kobe Mainoo, and he's only just been on the chat. So those Manchester United fans out there that are throwing Kobe Mainoo underneath the bus, read football properly. It's not just about standing in your position where your manager tells you. It's about reading the game, improvising, stopping their position from doing a creative play. And by doing that, you need to press them whilst you're off the ball. Joelinton. Oh, the ball's just got behind Isak. Had that ball fed to Alexander Isak, that would have been Newcastle's third. I'm on 39 minutes. Now Manchester United playing the ball here. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I think it's a Manchester United throw now. Deep in the Newcastle half. They've gone. Oh, look at that. What a waste of a ball. What's Casemiro thinking? I could just see the Manchester United fans going into meltdown. There's Marcus Rashford warming up on the touchline. He's getting a few. I think Marcus Rashford is getting a few boos from his own home fans. I could be wrong. He's warming up on the side. It's between the benches and the tunnel. That's where the Manchester United players and the opposition players warm up. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. It is coming up to 40 minutes. That means it's probably half time in the other matches. Still Aston Villa 1, Brighton 1. Come on, Villa fans. You've got to beat Brighton. Here's Manchester United on the break now on the right-hand side. And look at the press. Look at the press from the Newcastle United left-back or Gordon. And that is that. And I tell you, did you see how quickly he ran towards the ball against the Manchester United player whilst off the ball? The Manchester United players are not breaking a sweat. They're not. There's no intensity from them whilst they're off the ball. And that's what I like, for example, when Oliver Glasner came in at Crystal Palace with the change of formation, because once you're in the transition from defense to attack, you've got to press off the ball. You've got to press. If you don't, they're not going to give the ball back to you. And I think that's what Ruben Amorim is trying to install in this Manchester United new formation and players. But they're all just like, oh, we've got the Manchester United shirt. We'll do nothing. There's Bruno Fernandes there sitting. I've just heard confirmation that Bruno Fernandes, the Manchester United captain, will be available for the Liverpool game. He's always there, sitting there like a plum. So I can confirm it is half time Aston Villa won, Brighton won, and I'm hopeful that Aston Villa can beat Brighton. And Casemiro on the ball. Maguire. Remember, you can't eat while you watch your football. Coming up, I'm on 43 minutes, so I expect it's half time in the other matches, definitely. That's a foul on that match, surely. I tell you what, for Newcastle United to go in half time 2-0 over Manchester United, they're probably wondering why have they not scored one or two more. It's not because of Manchester United's mistakes. It's just that they haven't done anything to make a mistake. The press off the ball from Manchester United players is non-existent. In comparison to when Newcastle lose the ball, you see one or two players, boom, on the Manchester United players. When a Manchester United player gets the ball, there is someone on their shoulder. When a Newcastle United player gets the ball in an offensive position, i.e. in the position half, there is not a Manchester United player anywhere near him, not within 5 or 10 yards. Hence why they're able to look through the lines, pick a run down the left and cross it in, or if they're playing centrally, to try and play through them. They're absolutely getting carved apart. There's no intensity off the ball. It's not what you do just on the ball. And yeah, United will love a goal. I can't see who's going to score from Manchester United. And to me, Manchester United players, I am sure the stats will back me. I don't really go by the stats. I just go by what I see. And I think every single Manchester United player has given the ball away in this first half, if not once, but twice, unfortunately, with no pressure on them. And that's telling something. Oh, good. The Manchester United players big up to you, Steve. Yes, 3 minutes at a time. There is no confidence of the Manchester United players playing on that pitch. There is no intensity whilst off the ball. When you play that formation with 3 at the back, with 2 wing backs, you need to have press on the position when you're off the ball. Otherwise, you're going to get chopped up. I am pretty certain that every Manchester United player on that pitch, including Onana, including the Manchester United mascot, and including the mice in the VIP lounge, they've all given the ball away more than once. I mean, it's absolutely shocking defending performance from Manchester United. They're getting taken to task. And I said it before at the beginning, I've never seen a Manchester United manager been forced to tactically have to change his formation 30 minutes into the first half because his side are getting peppered because the lack of intensity, the lack of press, the lack of ability from his own players. He's had to change it. And they're not really his players. They're Erik ten Hag's players and Ineos players. I mean, they spent over 200 mil, if I'm not mistaken, the previous transfer window. So, but I also have to say this. Come not the first, but the second day in February, if Manchester United are still performing like this, like they have done in this first half against Newcastle, they're going to be in the bottom 3. They're going to be in the bottom 3. Because you're right now, if I'm not mistaken, at half time, the likes of Ipswich Town are picking up points against Chelsea. They're 1-0 up at half time. I mean, Aston Villa have pulled it back against Brighton because everyone likes to score against Brighton. I mean, if you're out there, if you're a Villa fan, with cream on top, with sugar on top, with a strawberry on top, Aston Villa fans, por favor, please Just beat Brighton. That's all I ask. I don't ask for much. I tell you what, if Aston Villa, I can't wait that long. I was going to say, if Aston Villa win against Brighton, I'll eat this lovely Portuguese custard tart all in one go. But I'm not going to. I'm going to nibble it as you go along. All right. There's a way to eat a Portuguese tart like this. I should rephrase that. Custard tart. Oh dear. And there's a way to do it, and I'm not going to just gobble it down. But real talk, Manchester United should have scored. I don't see how, Steve. I don't see how. Paul. They weren't. Never mind creative. Off the ball, Manchester United. That's the worst shocking performance I've seen from that football club in their own stadium at Old Trafford. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Please go back and replay that first half. Every time a Newcastle player had the ball in the Manchester United half, especially outside, just in there and thereabouts, outside the Manchester United penalty area, there was never a Manchester United player trying to get on the shoulder of that attacking player. There was no intensity to get into him, to get the ball off him. If you're playing free at the back, you need to have that off-the-ball press. If you don't, you can never go into the point where you're making, Steve, that to go into the transition from defensive to attacking. You can't get there because you can't get hold of the ball. And that's a furthermore. When Manchester United did get hold of the ball, by chance, I am pretty sure every man-to-man on that Manchester United pitch there at Old Trafford not just gave the ball once, but twice, without any pressure. Individual mistakes, bad first touches. It is just absolutely shocking. And I'm going to be the first one to say this on YouTube as a content creator. If Manchester United continue to play like they did in that first half, come not the 1st, but the 2nd of February, Manchester United are going to be in the bottom 3. Ipswich Town are taking points off none other than Chelsea. Real talk. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good afternoon. I'm all over the shop. Sorry, Paul Brady. Thank you very much for subscribing, Paul Brady. Absolute gentleman. And as I say, if you are in any way related to Karen Brady, I've always fancied her. She's got a lovely smile, and she's a very successful businesswoman. And if you happen to be related to Karen Brady, send the memo. I know a few and a few little places down the Portobello Market on a Sunday. You can walk one slot. It's all done. It's all arranged at my end. Big up to Paul Brady there. And I'll tell you something. Real talk. Can you imagine the scenes? I know she's accounted for. Actually, yeah. You got little dimples as well. Stop it. Right. I can confirm at half-time, it is Aston Villa 1, Brighton 1, and it is absolute scenes that Brighton had audacity to score, and Aston Villa have pulled it back by Ollie Watkins. So Villa fans, just get the win. Come on. Everyone wants to beat Brighton. No one likes seagulls. Come on. You've all been to the seaside. Come and think about it. In any park, you've all seen seagulls without any invite. They come down and they take your ice cream. They take not just your chips, they take your fish and chips as well. Real talk. So how can you like a seagull? I mean, come on. You've even seen them on YouTube. They go into the supermarkets and they just help themselves to something on the counter. And then with the yellow peaks, they just grab it and then they just walk out all nonchalant. Who likes that? Come on. Never liked the seagulls. Of course, an eagle, American golden bald eagle, how can you not love an eagle? Look at that. I'll wear my best plumage next time. Listen, also, it's just kicked off between Ipswich Town and Chelsea. It's still 1-0. But in the other half-time result is Manchester United 0, Newcastle United 2. I did go for. I don't know why. I must have had like a bad brainwave. Manchester United 1-1 against Newcastle. That's completely out of the shop. I mean, I just can't see how Manchester United can get back into this because, quite frankly, as I said, if they carry on playing like this, come the beginning of February, they're going to be in the bottom three. Bottom three. If clubs like Ipswich Town and even Sunderland, even Southampton, if they start picking up points, we're starting to the clubs in the bottom six. We're starting to gather to get momentum, or at least in the bottom four. But I'm not going to flip flop. I've said it. I've said it with chest. If they keep playing like that, and I think a true Manchester United fan out there who probably has been watching that football club, probably going back to the 70s, they'll probably be saying they were struggling in a relegation scrap. And as a Crystal Palace fan that have been through relegation scraps, believe me, it's no small task. And at the moment, over half of the playing starting 11 that started for Manchester United today, they wouldn't survive 5 minutes in a relegation scrap. I'll tell you something, half of them wouldn't even feature in any championship top three side. Real talk. They would not. They're earning a coin. They're earning a living there, wearing that worldwide brand, and that's all it is. It's half time. Aston Villa 1, Brighton Hove Albion 1, Ipswich Town 1, Chelsea 0, and let me see if I can get that now. I don't want to move. I mean, it's just absolutely. I'm watching all the examples that the commentary team are doing on TV. There is no one tracking the ball. There's no intensity off the ball. This is what I was saying in the first half. And Newcastle United, this is why I said it. I'm not saying it because I want Newcastle United fans to lose their manager. But pound for pound, if you give decent enough or half a decent enough players to a manager like Eddie Howe, he'll get something out of them. He'll push them towards ends. I don't like his number one in the dugout with him. He's a bit lippy. He talks too much. But then putting that aside, for me, pound for pound, Eddie Howe should be the England manager. I have no idea where the FA have gone abroad to get someone in that it just goes against absolutely everything what England was doing. All that inward investment to try and develop English-born coaches in England, and look what they've just gone and done. And the interim manager before, Carsley, we all know about him. Respect him as a coach and as a manager, but he couldn't even stand there and sing the national anthem. What's all that about? What's all that about? What's all that about? If you're in the trench with him, he's going to put his back to the wall while you go over. That's what's going to happen. So what's going on at the FA? I say, very simply, there's enough England coaches out there, British-born coaches, not just men, but women British-born coaches. Emma Hayes, let's name one, a few. They will never get looking for the top job. Absolutely shocking. And I can spit about that all day long as much as I can. But I know I'm right. At Crystal Palace, we've got one of the best Crystal Palace women's coaches that we've ever had, will have. Her name is Laura Kaminsky. Will she ever get an opportunity to manage England? Of course not. They'll never give her a chance. Never. What's all that about? That's all I've got to say. So there you go. Right. I meant England almost get I meant Newcastle almost gave Manchester United a gift goal. Yeah. When that's about the only time that they could score. It's just the intensity of Newcastle play right now. They're really up for it. They're like the when with that whistle. In fact, not just when the whistle went. The moment they started leaving that changing room at Old Trafford, the Newcastle United team that started that match said, we're going to take this. We're going to take this, and we're not going to let go of it. And usually it's referee decisions that kind of flips it. If you talk to Newcastle United fans, they'll tell you how aggrieved they are with some decisions that they've had in the past against Manchester United, not just at Old Trafford, but at St James's Park. That's why I went with, I'm thinking, Newcastle United, their number one keeper is not playing and all that jazz. I thought, maybe this could be a turning corner for Ruben Amorim. But how can it be a turning corner for Ruben Amorim? Those Manchester United players out there, off the ball, there is no intensity or desire or want, need or desire to try and get the ball off the opposition. If you're playing free at the back, if you've... Oh, there's a penalty there. Oh, they're just showing the replay of the penalty of Chelsea, of Ipswich Town. And Ipswich Town, And Chelsea are still 1-0 there behind. They've just shown the replay of the Ipswich Town penalty. And lovely dispatch penalty by them. It was Dalot one. Let me just check the name properly. Yeah, it was Dalot. I reckon if Ipswich Town do go down, I think some of the Premier League clubs might come in for him. Real talk. But they're picking up. They've let me just quickly look at. I have put the lineups for Chelsea in the description, and I'm just going to double check the pivot there for. He's got Caicedo and Fernandes. If Chelsea are willing to pay Brighton over 100 mil for Caicedo, and they're getting peppered by the Tractor Boys, 1-0 to the Tractor Boys, and they've paid over 100 mil for just one player in Caicedo. If they're going to come for Ebrieze in January, I need to see 150 mil in plastic bags, all £50 notes. Real talk. Absolutely shocking there. João Felix did score, but I think the goal was disallowed. This time, Nkunku has started. He was dropped last point. And and there you go. There you go. The referee has given out a yellow card to O'Shea. Always never a yellow card or a red card to any of the Chelsea players. And oh my God, as I speak, they just scored. Oh my days, Chelsea fans, you are so in the mud. You weren't just taken to task by the Fulham fans on the Fulham Road at your bridge. Few days ago, the Tractor Boys, ding-ling-ling, ding-ling-ling. The Tractor Boys have just scored a double, another one against Chelsea. I think that's Hutchinson. Oh, bottom right corner. What there? An assist by Dalot. I told you Dalot is good. People are watching that play there. What? Look at that. Look at that. Chelsea fans, you are all in the mud. The Tractor Boys have just scored a second against the jammy Chelsea, jammy Felcher fans out there. If you're going to come in for my Ebrieze or Margate or Jean-Philippe Mateta, that, or Daniel Munoz in the January transfer window, real talk, jammy Chelsea fans, look into my eye. For each player, over 120 mil. Each player, 120 mil minimum, and that's not with the add-ons. Because right now, you've spent over 100. You said 110 mil plus to Brighton for Caicedo, and right now the Tractor Boys right now. Chelsea fans are going to be fuming. What is going on there? Chip and changing with the lineup, and Cuckoo's up playing in there today, oh, what a well-taken goal. What a well-taken goal. Oh, my days. That is absolute sins. As I was talking about it, I was looking at it, and there you go. Nicholas Jackson is coming on now for João Felix. I'm just a Crystal Palace fan, and that's a no-brainer. What was the manager thinking? Start with your best lineup, secure the game, and then you bring on the other players. I mean, it's making a Tinkerbell. Chelsea fans are in the mud. What's going on there? Yeah, big up to you, Steve. Yes. 2-0 to to Ipswich. Having said that, it is checked into. Oh yeah, Lewis is good. Yeah, I'll tell you something. Chelsea fans will be thinking, are they that bad? I mean, it's just coming. Palace are on their ascendancy now. We've got Ebreze now scoring goals like it's a walk in the park, and that's right. Look at that! Brighton are in the mud. Brighton. I said it before. I'm going to say it again. Let me have a look at this. Yes. Aston Villa have gone ahead. I think that's Rodgers. He's just scored, assisted by Ollie Watkins on 47 minutes. The Brighton fans are in the mud. The Seagulls can't even flap their wings. Real talk, Aston Villa fans, concentrate and get another one and beat Brighton. My Crystal Palace need to finish above Brighton. That's right, I said it. We finish above Brighton in the top 10. My Crystal Palace at the end of the season will be well above Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur, all these other teams that are wannabes out there. Real talk. Come on, Palace. We can do this. Aston Villa scoring, taking the lead on 51 minutes. Big up to you, Paul Brady, for dropping that in. Thank you very much. Oh, you've retracted it, but thank you very much. But here at Old Trafford, it is second half just kicking off, and it is Manchester United 0, Newcastle United 2. And please hit in the likes and subscribe at Diego. Actually, at half time, I should really write on here. Where's my keyboard gone? Second half now. Let me put on here. Second half now on it. Oh. It's Manchester United 0 to Newcastle United, and it's now. What is the other scores in the other one? It's also on say 15 minutes. It's Aston Villa 2. Oh, hello. What's going on here? Manchester United playing a bit better now with the ball. They seem to be stopping the crosses for Newcastle this time. Aston Villa 2, and it's Brighton. And also, what's the score on the other one? It's Ipswich. That's not how you spell Ipswich. Oh dear. Ipswich Town 2-0. Not 1-0, 2-0. And Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea. And what's the time on Chelsea match? Here's a bit better from Manchester United, I can't deny. And Dalot there. Back to Martinez. Casemiro whipping it into the penalty spot, rough area. But also the Manchester United forward players, they look like boys. And always the defenders of their position, they actually look like men. Like they just can't, there's no physicality there. Ipswich Town, Newcastle, whatever, and that's on about what minutes are we on in the Chelsea one? It's 58 minutes. 58 minutes. Yeah, I'm just putting an update. So if anyone was interested, I'm on 48 minutes, coming up to 49 minutes. Manchester United 0, Newcastle United 2. A bit better Off the ball press from Manchester United. They seem to be stopping the Newcastle United from crossing the ball. Please help me get to 5 likes if you can. Last night in the watch along, I got 15 likes. I can't keep talking about it. I can't believe it was you lot did that. That was absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. You guys were amazing. And never had 10 likes, like 15. That was insane. But last night I covered with you lot on the chat, covered Portuguese football, Italian football, Claudio Ranieri getting an equalising goal there for Roma against AC Milan. Ruben Amorim's old team, Sporting, getting a win over there in the Portuguese league. I also covered a bit of Scottish football as well. Aberdeen there, dropping now. They've lost 3 on the bounce there. Aberdeen in the Scottish Premiership, and Rangers nearly dropping a wobbly there, but they managed to pull it back 2-2, having been down two goals down. There's Mazraoui on the right hand side for Manchester United. Can he get out of there? Because Joelinton is going to chop him up. Yes, that's a bit better football. It's Kobe Mainoo on the ball. Mazraoui, he whips it into the penalty spot area, and Rushman Hojlund tried to get in front of the Newcastle United centre back, and he has won Manchester United a corner. So this is much better play from Manchester United. And O'Shea there seeing the ball out. He's bigger than Rushman Hojlund, but Rushman Hojlund is actually, I think he's over 6 foot. Real talk. Please hit the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. It is still Ipswich Town 2. Oh my days! And it's Manchester United there, not capitalising there on that corner. Then he took 5 for seconds, and Newcastle United there. Newcastle United a bit sort of a Chuckle Brother sort of football at the back there. To me, to you, and Manchester United got the ball here. Eriksen has nicked the ball. Hojlund, Kobe Mainoo, Casemiro. Oh, nearly. There you go. So this is much better football from Manchester United at their Old Trafford. And maybe at half-time, instead of serving them oranges, they gave them mice for thought. Real talk. These Manchester United players are now playing a little bit better in the start of the second half. I think Steve mentioned that earlier on in the first half. If Newcastle United grab a third, it's all curtains for Manchester United in this fixture, in my opinion. So still only 2-0. If Manchester United could nick one there and thereabouts, we'll never know. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. I'm going to serve myself some drink. Oh, 1 minute. Let me just... is Newcastle United on the break? Now they're a bit more intensity now in the back three of Manchester United on the free. The midfield for Manchester United need to work harder, more intensity off the ball and protect their back line. And Martinez is just chopped up there. Bruno for Newcastle United. Martinez has just been absolutely terrible, in my opinion, this match. The first half, I think he's actually the captain there. If you're new to the channel, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Here's on 52 minutes, a Newcastle United free kick. They're very central. They're about, I would say, 10, 20, 30 yards outside the Manchester United penalty area. So very central. Penalty areas in front. But I would say that's about 30 yards. There's no one with the capability of Roberto Carlos there. Is that kind of distance of a free kick. But Onana there shouting. There's not really a wall being put up. And Trippier is putting the ball down for Newcastle United. He's going to pass it. He's passed it to, I think that's Gordon. And then the ball's, that's a waste of a ball. And now they've lost the ball. And now there seems to be a press off the ball for once by the Manchester United players against the Newcastle United players, and they've won the ball back. It's Kobe Mainoo on the ball, Kobe Mainoo on the ball, Kobe Mainoo on the ball. He's gone past the halfway line. He's cut it inwards to Eriksen now on the ball. This is much better football from the home crowd, from the home players there. Ball into the lines. Ball from the lines to Hojlund. He has a little back heel. And it's Ahmad. And it hits the back of the defender of Newcastle United. This is much better football from the home side. In this instance, of course, is Manchester United. There's more intensity. There's more wanted, will, and desire by the Manchester United players. That came about from Kobbie Mainoo. Intensity whilst off the ball. That's what you need to do. Kobbie Mainoo has made the difference. I don't understand why so many Manchester United YouTube content creators are debating even as to why. Putting the question is why they should perhaps get rid of Kobbie Mainoo. You need to build a team around him, and there are, so in my opinion, as an outsider looking in against him and Hojlund, in my opinion, as well. There they go. Oh, they've lost the ball. Next comes in. Now's there. Alexander Isak getting the ball into the Manchester United and passing the ball to Gordon, but it's all subdued now. And Newcastle United are 2-0 up. They don't need to go mad. They're passing the ball back to the defenders on the halfway line. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. It is 54 minutes. Manchester United 0, Newcastle United 2. Multitasking here. I'm serving a drink here. And as some famous footballer said, drink water. I'm actually doing a little Dalot drink here. I did too many bevies yesterday, I have to say. And I don't normally drink bevies. And there's a Newcastle United player down injured, holding his left hamstring. That is Trippier. And I think he's done. I think he's done for today. I think he's just told the referee Trippier's hamstring is got a little tingle, and Newcastle United substitutes are getting ready to change. Cheers, everyone. And good luck while this injury has been looked at. Good luck to Laura Kaminsky, the Crystal Palace women's manager, Adam Jeffrey, her coaching staff, and all the others. Good luck to Amy Everett, the Crystal Palace women's captain, in the incoming rest of the season in the Barclays Women's Super League. Good luck to Laura Kaminsky and her staff and her Crystal Palace women players. Of course, last year, Laura Kaminsky and Grace Williams, the head of women's football at Crystal Palace, they won the Barclays Women's Championship. They know how to deliver trophies, unlike those Tottenham Hotspur fans, unlike those Arsenal fans. Real talk. I can't say that of Chelsea women's side because they've won everything, like literally everything last season, apart from the FA Cup that was won by Manchester United women. They beat Tottenham Hotspur women in the FA Cup final last season. I'm sure I'm right about that. It's important. Let's have a look at the fixtures. It's still on the other one. It's about 63 minutes. Let's have a look. Let me have a little butchers at this one. I can confirm on 63 minutes, it's Aston Villa 2, Brighton Hove and Albion. This is Manchester United winning the ball in the midfield area. Hojlund picking the pocket of the centre of the Dalot, crossing the ball, and two Newcastle defenders coming across. Trippier, he didn't pull his hamstring. He just had a little tingle. So he's made a remarkable recovery, and he's coming off now. He's been substituted. Trippier, he's always been injury prone, Trippier, but it looks like Trippier's had his and big up to you, Tom Brady. Too many Manchester United have a few good games, and I think that they're world class forever because the media type. Yeah, absolutely right, Paul Brady. They're doing the talking because of what the reactions that they might be getting or interactions that they're having on social media, on Instagram and all other social media. Can you imagine Sir Alex Ferguson putting up with that kind of nonsense? They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. He wouldn't put up with it. The mentality is weak. There's no desire to play for, I suppose, the substance of what that football club is about. I don't know. I'm a Crystal Palace fan, and but the players need to play to that, and they're clearly not doing that. In that first half, they were dreadful. This is better for Manchester United. Kobbie Mainoo. It came off Lewis Hall there. Kobbie Mainoo having a pop there. This is a much better Kobbie Mainoo here on the right-hand side of the penalty area for Manchester United. Ball crossed in now into the penalty spot area. Seconds for Newcastle. They clear it. Maguire's got on the ball now. And he's giving the ball And now Manchester United are pegging Newcastle United back there, but very good defending by Newcastle United. It's Mainoo now bossing on the left-hand side for Dalot. Dalot crosses it into the front area, and there goes off the bar. Oh my days! What a little play there! What a very good play there! Offensive play by Manchester United. The post has saved Newcastle United and the home crowd at Old Trafford, and I'm not just talking about the mice in the VIP lounge. I'm talking about the Manchester United fans at Old Trafford. You could hear, you could feel the atmosphere going up because of that very, very well worked offensive play there by Dalot there on the left-hand side, whopping the ball in. And here he goes. I'm nearly losing the ball now in his own half. But here's Martinez there on the left-hand side, ball through the lines, up towards for Ahmad. Oh, is that a late challenge? Look at the size of the Manchester United player versus the Newcastle United defender. It's like a boy playing a man. Real talk there. But that's a very good Martinez. Completely. Let me see what happened. He did a diving header, and the post saved the goalkeeper. That beat the goalkeeper. That ball from Martinez beat the goalkeeper. But before that, Martinez has been absolutely woeful. And this is more offensive play, more intensity off the ball by Manchester United. Clearly, Ruben Amorim has got them in that changing room and he's got them together and sorted them out. In Ipswich Town versus Chelsea, 74 minutes, and it's still Ipswich Town 2. The Tractor Boys. Woohoo! Woohoo! They are beating the jammy of Chelsea-ness. And I tell you something, that's right. But actually, I wanted Chelsea to make Ipswich Town drop points. And here we go. I reckon the half-team talk from Ruben Amorim to his players was thus far. He must have said to them, Ipswich Town are beating Chelsea right now, 2-0. And look at how you lot played in the first half. Come February, the beginning of February, the 2nd of February, if you carry on like that, we're going to be in the bottom 3. And Martinez has got a yellow card. He should have been sent off when he played against my Crystal Palace. He did a double-footed tackle on Daichi Kamada of Crystal Palace, and he never got him in yellow. Nothing. Absolutely shocking. Shocking. For me, Martinez will not start in the Chelsea lineup. He will not start in the Liverpool lineup for sure. He will not start in the Manchester City lineup. And for me, as a Crystal Palace fan, he'll be nowhere near the starting 11 in my Crystal Palace. Nowhere near. Shocking player. He should have been sent off when he played against my Crystal Palace. And this is what I say, Manchester United fans always get all their VAR decisions. A real talk. Oh, Joelinton nearly taking the ball off Casemiro. Casemiro very, very, very casual on the ball. Just 5 or 10 yards off his own penalty area. And Joelinton nearly picked his pocket there. And that will infuriate, I respect very much of the Manchester United fans out there. Please keep hitting the likes. Oh my days, you got me to 5 likes. What are you guys like out there? Any ladies and gentlemen out there, thank you very much. You got me to 5 likes. Help me get to 10 likes. Last night I got to 15 likes. I'm still buzzing from that. I'm still rabbiting on about that because I've never had 10 likes and then I only went and got 15 likes. Not on my own. You lot delivered that. And that is a foul there, surely. The Manchester United, Gordon has been chopped up there. And there you go. No booking for the Manchester United player. Ruben Amorim is bringing on Lenny Yoro, the youngster, and Garnacho coming on. They're talking to each other. Do you know what? This is like going to do a test and doing your homework right there as you're going to sit down to do your test. That's what Ruben Amorim is talking. But I would say it's good to see the interaction between the manager and the players, especially the young players. And that's what Ruben Amorim is doing there with Yoro and Garnacho there. So he's going to do a double substitution. I am on 63 minutes, so it's going to be about. But he's Gordon on a free kick in the penalty in the area, in the Manchester United area, about 20 yards on the right of the Manchester United penalty area. Ball goes into the back post. Ligt for Manchester United, headers the ball away. Alexander Isak there trying to get past Mazraoui. And here comes the double substitution on 63 minutes, 64 minutes by Manchester United. Ruben Amorim, Casemiro, it's been taken off. It's been too nonchalant there in that. There's a lot of Manchester United fans clapping for Casemiro. I don't know. Garnacho coming. Maguire has just been given the captaincy armband by Martinez, and the youngster Yoro. He looks a good prospect, this young man Yoro from Manchester United. In about 5 years' time, he'll start to reach his peak. But clearly, Ruben Amorim can dictate and read how a game is developing and is utilizing what he can. And there is Newcastle United defending deep at the moment. Big up. Oh, big up day. 00000. And you're saying big up is Damo. Big up to Damo. Big up to Damo. There's only one Damo. There's only one Damo. Big up to Damo. You're on your iPad. I hope your phone is okay. And big up to Damo. He says, big up to everyone. And there's only one Demo. Only one Demo. Only one Demo. Only one Demo. Come on. That's right. Brighton are losing. Demo. Aston Villa fans have listened to me. Aston Villa fans, look into my eye. You have to beat Brighton. Everyone who likes a seagull. Whoever likes a seagull. Come on. Please, someone tell me out there. Joelinton on the ball. Joelinton on the ball. Newcastle now defending deep. I think Newcastle are happy with the 2-0 lead, but Manchester United, of course, are looking to get he's offside. Oh, he's not offside. Oh, I thought he was offside. And Onana's just taken out the Newcastle United player. What's going on? Let's have a look at this. Hold on a minute. Yeah, he's way offside. He's like 10. He's like, oh, no. And then Onana just taken out the Newcastle United player. He's all right there, Hall. Onana does do some rush things. That's right, up the Villa. I have been to the last time I went up to the Doug Ellis stand at the Villa. I tell you what, Damo, at Villa Park, when you come out of the Doug Ellis stand and you turn left, there's a car park there. And right at the bottom of the car park there, where the players go into that sort of cage where the players go in, just to the right of that, there is a hut, and they sell one of the best double cheeseburger. I rated it at 9 out of 10 cheeseburgers there. And hot drink wasn't too good. It was just really hot water. But the burger was just brilliant. Double cheeseburgers, and then they put the cheddar cheese on top of the cheeseburger. It was absolutely brilliant. Well recommended next time you go up there at the Villa Park with Crystal. The last time I went to Villa Park was in when Patrick Vieira was our manager, and we lost 1-0 there. When remember when Wilfried Zaha he scored in the first 3 or 4 minutes, and his goal was disallowed. I was fuming that day, the way we lost. And then the next match, he lost his job. And here we go. And there is Newcastle United in the Manchester United penalty area. And he was a bit too far out. The angle was always working against him. Lewis Hall there going into the Manchester United penalty area. Been ushered out there by the captain now, who's wearing the armband, Harry Maguire. The difference for this match is two things. Mainoo coming on. There was more intensity, working off the ball, breaking down the play of the opposition, and then the offensive play from Manchester United a lot better. They've managed to stop in the beginning of the second half. Manchester United players, the crosses coming over from Newcastle United. Could it be that Newcastle United players have said to themselves that they wanted to just hold their horses? I never was one very good on a horse, but you never count all your offences. Newcastle United, they're defending well, So on a loose ball, they're over the top by Manchester United. And here comes Newcastle United back in confidence, passing the ball about, a bit of one-touch football. And again, no press from the Manchester United players. Kobe Mainoo can't do it all the time. You've got Kobe Mainoo and Eriksen there in the pivot there. And they're playing 1, 2, 3. At times, they're playing 5 at the back, Manchester United. And here's Newcastle United playing. Oh, that's a foul, surely. What happened to the Newcastle United foul there, ref? This is where the Newcastle United fans get... Shaq, they're on the right-hand side for Newcastle United. Guimaraes. Tonali. Murphy. Guimaraes. And across the penalty area. Oh, my days. If they had a number 9 in their 6-yard box there, in the penalty area, Newcastle would have had 3 points, 3 goals there. There's Kobe Mainoo grabbing Joelinton by the arm. That's what they need to do off the ball. Kobe Mainoo is the only player that's actually off the ball, grabbing the player that's got the ball at the opposition. He's the only one that's doing that. We had a guy who wants to join Liverpool. Listen, I've heard stuff about Mark Gahey and oh, hello. Someone's been chopped up there. Kobe Mainoo, his left foot got chopped up there. I think he's going up there. Mark Gahey, yeah, because they know that I think Trent Alexander-Arnold and Virgil van Dijk's. I think Trent Alexander-Arnold will end up at Real Madrid, although he's doing all these mind sort of signals when he was on the pitch. Last night, he was man of the match, though, against West Ham, I have to say. I have to give that to him. But it's their last Trent Alexander-Arnold, and in my opinion, Virgil van Dijk may not be there at the end of the season. Don't know if any of them will leave in January transfer window. But Mark Gahey, this is the difference. Now, no disrespect to Newcastle United fans and Newcastle United itself. And I'm not talking about the argy-bargy that happened between Steve Parish and the approach when Newcastle United tried to poach Dougie Freeman, and then how they tried to approach Mark Gahey and all that lava. But I'll tell you something, Damo in the chat, and also Paul Brady, Newcastle United coming in for Mark Gahey we all know how that ended. But if Liverpool come calling on wood at Steve Parish's office in that number 10 entrance at Selhurst Park, if you're in Mark Gahey's position and if you are in Steve Parish, there's a deal there to be made. And if it's consensual, the interest from Liverpool, that tells me 2 things. They know that someone there at the back in the defence is leaving in the immediate future, and Arnold Slot has clearly given the nods to get Mark Gahey in. Mark Gahey is an established England international. The world has seen him. He'll make no mistake. I'm a realist. He'll become a better player there, no doubt. But Lewis Holt defending the ball for Newcastle United, so that's what could happen. So I would like to see Palace get for Mark Gahey around. For me, I wouldn't sell him for anything less than 110 mil, but it's not going to work like that. Because we're going to have to be progressive. We've got to offer the players in a way that it helps their careers as well for what they've given to us. We don't upset that. So I would say if Palace could get 75 or 80 mil for Mark Gahey if he goes to Liverpool, yeah, that's good business for us. Very good business for us. But we'll see what happens. Nearly that could have been a Manchester United penalty. Hall winning the ball there, and Manchester United winning but that could have been if Hall hadn't won the ball there. I'll tell you something, that would have been interesting to see the replay on that. Big up to you, Steve. Hold on a minute. Manchester United corner and I just lost it. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi. Are we still all right on the stream? It looks okay. Here's the corner coming in, and Manchester United, Yoro, and I missed the corner as I was refreshing my thing. It's still Aston Villa 2, Brighton in the mud 1. Marcus Rashford there warming up on the touchline. It's 80 minutes here at Old Trafford, and it's Manchester United 0, Newcastle United 2. Oh, I nearly refreshed the wrong thing. I've got to be careful. Big up to you, Steve. He says Manchester United last game of the day after what? Manchester United last game of the day after this game. I will let you know my predictions. Okay, yeah. Tomorrow, I'll watch Pontypool's Wales League. All right. What is that on? Is the Welsh League available on YouTube? Oh no, it's on. Sorry, I didn't read on SC4. Okay. But they speak Welsh. You might find, Steve, that if you go on the BBC and you actually click on the match itself, sometimes they actually have the commentary in English. If that makes sense. So you can listen to that one end and then just watch the football. That's what I sometimes do. And then it's one. And you predicted Newcastle to win 2-0 on. Is on. There you see, it's another prediction from Steve. That's correct. Please keep hitting the likes. Help me get to 10 likes if you can add Pontypool top of the league. Yes, it's on YouTube. All right. I don't have to keep note of it. It's on the chat, so I can reference to that. It depends. Tomorrow's going to be difficult for me because obviously it's New Year's Eve, so I might be busy tomorrow to do a watch along. I may be able to do a little watch along earlier on, but not towards the time. I might be doing something. They had Scottish Challenge Cup on BBC Alba, but they speak Gaelic. We need to learn all the Welsh language and all the other stuff. And it's still Manchester United 0, Newcastle United 2. I'm on 76 minutes here. I expect you lot are ahead. No changes on the other matches. Aston Villa are on 82 minutes. Aston Villa 2. Brighton, Hove and Albion 1. Yes. Just Villa fans, make sure you don't bottle it and beat Brighton. My Palace need to finish above Brighton into the top 10. That's what Crystal Palace should be in the top 10. We should finish above the likes of Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United, to say a few. So it's all on course. And Ipswich Town are still leading 90 minutes. Ipswich Town 2, Chelsea 0. Chelsea fans, where are you? Real talk. And that's a foul day, isn't it? And Newcastle United, the home crowd are not happy with that decision. I might better be careful here because he grabbed the ball after he conceded a free kick. This is what I'm talking about. If my Crystal Palace player committed a foul, like Ahmad has committed a foul there, he just pushed the Newcastle. Okay, it's devious whether it's a foul or not. But the referee's blown for a Newcastle free kick, and then he grabs the ball and he takes it. And he starts arguing with the referee. If that would have been a Crystal Palace player at Selhurst Park, he would have got a yellow card. But because it's Old Trafford, all these decisions just go out the window. There's a rule for Manchester United players at Old Trafford, and there's a different rule for everybody else. Real talk. Oh, no. Villa fans, you're a letdown. Absolute bottle jobs, Villa fans. Brighton, Hove and Albion have equalised. Absolutely fuming on that. Brighton have equalised. I think it might be Paul Brady. I'm not sure. Hold on a minute. Here comes the unbelievable Brighton. They've equalised. Let's see who's quickly equalised there. Lamptey. Remember Ty saying, Lamptey, you're a cheat. Oh, was that him? Or I remember he called him somebody a cheat. Can't remember who it was. I know it's Malpay. I beg your pardon. But Lamptey there, equaliser for Brighton. Absolutely fuming. That's ruining my evening now. It would have been perfect there if Brighton had lost. It's 84 minutes and Aston Villa have completely bottled it. Absolute bottle jobs to Villa fans. What are you like? You were winning comfortably 2-1 and they bottled it. Exactly, Dave. Exactly, Damo. Absolutely fuming. Absolutely. In Kazakhstan, they speak Kashmir and Russia. Italy, Malta. They speak Maltese. Yes, that's right. And English, some say is the best to speak our number one language. Yes, that's right. Yeah, it goes back. The reason why those countries speak certain languages way back before we were born. Real talk. And it's a game of two halves for the Manchester United players. Had they started the first half the way they played this first half, this would have been, oh, what a terrible unforced error by Manchester United there. Harry Maguire just threw the ball onto the side. This is terrible. But as I was trying to give him a little bit of encouragement, if you like, but they were just been absolute. And it could be said that because Newcastle United are 2-0 up, they don't have to do much to stop Manchester United from creating anything because they just don't know how to. They've had more opportunities in the second half, but it's like Newcastle United are taking the foot off the gas. And here is Antony. Looks like he's coming on. Marcus Rashford has got a very, very long-looking face there on the bench. I think Ruben Amorim is doing that on purpose. He's brought him back. He's fit because he's available, and he's put him on the bench. And the manager's saying, "You're earning 230. No, it's not 200. It's £325,000 a week. The least you can do is turn up to train, and on match day you sit on that bench, and consider yourself there, food for thought." And I think it's probably to be a win. My team added to my Champions League qualifiers, lower points and TNS and more code points. That's why I keep an eye on it. I mean, seeded not. Oh, I see. I hope you see the team, not you and see the Champions League qualifiers. Yeah. Oh, that's a foul, surely. Newcastle United player, they're getting booked. I'm absolutely still fuming the fact that Brighton managed to equalise there. And nearly opportunity there for Rasmus Hojlund. Good ball over the top. One header in towards the penalty area. And Rasmus Hojlund was given pressure there by the Newcastle United defender, and he hit him on the chest, but he just went out to touch to a goalkeeper kick for Newcastle. But good ball over the top there from Manchester United as a set piece, I suppose. And I think here's Dalot cutting the ball into Garnacho. Garnacho tries to do a step and he's had his pocket picked. Oh, Manchester United are so terrible. Newcastle are just... I mean, I've said it in the first half. If Manchester United continue to play like this, in the first week, the 2nd of February, Manchester United will be in the bottom three. Dalot passes the ball to Garnacho down the left-hand side. Garnacho on the left-hand side. Garnacho on the left-hand side and pushes it back to Dalot. Dalot whips the calls across Eriksen to the midfield. Mainoo. Mazraoui gets the ball, touches it down. Ahmad could... Oh, it's not sitting down for him. And it's... there he goes. Shot from Eriksen, but it would have been offside. And it would have been way offside. 2 players offside on 82 minutes. And that's because Newcastle United are not looking to press the ball, kick the ball, and win the ball. Yes, playing Champions League would be amazing for Pontypool. I think that would be good for them money-wise if they get a good sized club. Legit is come off, and on comes Antony for Manchester United. Please keep hitting the likes. Help me get to 10 likes if you can. And definitely, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I cover Crystal Palace men, Crystal Palace women on the matches or on watch-alongs. Also, I cover matches like you see tonight where Aston Villa are drawing against Brighton. Absolutely fuming on that on 88 minutes. Ipswich Town in injury time are 2-0 up against Jamie Chelsea, who we've got next Saturday. Crystal Palace, we beat Chelsea. Next Saturday will be 3 defeats for Chelsea on the bounce. Liverpool will be happy with this result, no doubt. Arsenal will be happy. I don't think Arsenal will compete with Liverpool, quite frankly, even though they did give us a good spanking. Real talk about a week ago. but I just don't think Arteta has enough up here to win with the players. And now Bukayo Saka's injured. That will be the narrative there. Injuries have caused him just to finish in the top 4. And but he might win the Champions League, but we'll see what happens there. And also, I'll do watch alongs, as you can see. Manchester United, I'm doing now 0, Newcastle United 2. I'm on 83 minutes, coming up to 84 minutes in the first half. Newcastle United, it was target practice against the Manchester United players, against even the mice in the VIP area at Manchester United were lining up and having target practice on the goal at Old Trafford. And shocking performance from Manchester United. None of the Manchester United players in the first half, whilst off the ball, were pressing the opposition. None of them. Only until Mainoo came on in the second half. And also, I witnessed something. Is the first time in Premier League football I've never ever seen a Manchester United manager at home at Old Trafford been forced to alter his starting lineup because his side was so woefully inept in being able to do any high press or any press off the ball, and he had to change it at half time and bring on Mainoo. I'll tell you something, and Willock and Barnes coming on, Arsenal player coming on. Oh my God, imagine if Willock scores. I'll tell you something, the Arsenal fans will be cheering that along, no doubt. 85 minutes. So yeah, it's shocking, absolutely shocking performance from Manchester United players in the first half. And as I said at first, and I'm going to be probably the first YouTube content creator to say that there's no big story. If Manchester United continue with this type of form, this type of play, that's a penalty, isn't it? Is that not a penalty for Manchester United? Oh, it could have been outside the box. Let me have a look. Am I there? No, he's just tripped over himself. No, they didn't touch him. That's not a penalty. And yeah, as I say, if Manchester United continue to perform start matches like this against Newcastle United, we drew against Newcastle United at Crystal Palace, and we had injuries, we had players off form, we had players suspended, and we drew against Newcastle. And Manchester United, if they carry on playing like this, the 2nd of February, if they carry on doing it until then, the 2nd of February, they're going to be in the bottom 3. Real talk. Then the second question will be is how many of these Manchester United players have it in themselves to get out of a relegation scrap? Because tonight, as you can see, Ipswich Town it's just full time now. Full time, yes, big up to have picked up 3 points at Jammy Chelsea. The Tractor Boys are out there at Portman Road. Hooray, hooray, hooray to the Tractor Boys. Although I did want them to drop 3 points today because they're down at the bottom of it. But that's a damning loss there for Chelsea there. I think this is not just worse. I think what was worse, how they lost against Fulham on the Fulham run at the bridge a few days ago. There's I think someone mentioned in the chat, it was still Paul Brady, that some of the Manchester United players wear that shirt and thinking they've made it, really made it. I think managers like Sir Alex Ferguson, Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola, to say a few, they probably tell their players back in the day, you ain't made it until that trophy is in that changing room. And none of these players for Manchester United have delivered. Well, actually, that's not right, though, because they did deliver an FA Cup last season against Manchester City. So it's... but I think you're right, though, Paul Brady, in saying that. Chelsea players, maybe some Manchester... not all Manchester United players, egos are bigger than what the actual ability are, technically. There you go. Good ball into the penalty area for Manchester United and no one attacking it. And there's no physicality from the attacking Manchester United players, even from the centre-backs going forward. Mainoo couldn't get at that corner there. And they said Dalot there. Mazraoui. They might get a goal, consolation goal here. Definitely full Ipswich Town 2, Chelsea 0. And will be absolutely fuming with that. 2 goals on the bounce, lost. What's going on with the referee here? He's having a talk. Don't forget, you can eat and you can drink while you do your watch along. Maguire and there's nothing in that. Manchester United fans are leaving Old Trafford early, and there's 80 coming up to the 89 minutes, and they're not going to stick around. And it's still an extra time in Aston Villa 2, Brighton 2. Absolutely fuming on that. Villa fans, bottle jobs. Absolute bottle jobs. The same bottle jobs as the Manchester United fans and those Tottenham Hotspur fans. How can you all let Wolverhampton Wanderers walk all over you? Real talk. Absolute bottle jobs, a lot of you. And Newcastle United, I just tied with Manchester United players there. And can it get any rock bottom more for the Manchester United squad in there, if you can call it that? I think there is it's a starting of a process there with their new man. I think they've got a good manager at Manchester United, but I think Paul Brady hit it on the head there. Some of them wearing that shirt don't understand what it means probably to play for a worldwide brand, like in that instance, Manchester United. Alexander Isak has been given man of the match. I agree with that. It just, that's something that Manchester United don't have. And I'll tell you something, if there's any Arsenal fans out there who, I mean, I don't know who your sporting director is now, because Edu's gone to Nottingham Forest, but with the money that you save on the wages on Edu, I suppose, and the money you probably got for him, put it in for Alexander Isak. If Alexander Isak lands with no injuries at Arsenal into January transfer window, at the beginning of the January transfer window, then I'll change my mind in what I think Arsenal can do in the Champions League and in the Premier League. But if they're carrying on with Gabriel Jesus, who got a second goal against us at Crystal Palace, it was offside, by the way. Still salty about it. But real talk, if there's any Arsenal fans out there, if you land Alexander Isak, look at him how he played in the first half against Manchester United. Okay, Manchester United were woeful, but you need to be there and you need to take your chances. And he does that. Garnacho's just had his pocket picked there for Bruno Guimaraes there. He's been very good for Newcastle United as well there. Joelinton has been good for Newcastle United. Although that Bruno Guimaraes, they're dyeing his hair white. I'm not sure about that. What's all going on with these players with their bonnets? Sorry about that. Finger licking chocolate. He actually melted in my fingers. Eight minutes of additional extra time. Please, still being played at Villa Park. Aston Villa 2, Brighton 2. I swear. It's full time now. It's full time now. Aston Villa 2, Brighton Hove and Albion fans 2. Unbelievable. I'm fuming with that. I'm absolutely fuming with that, because in my opinion, Villa should have got the 3 points. No doubt the referee helped the Brighton fans. The Manchester United home fans there are looking very plumb in their Old Trafford seats. And I'll tell you something, the mice are eating good at the mice are definitely eating good in the VIP lounge. Just imagine all the sandwiches, all the prawn sandwiches that have been dropped on the floor. The mice are eating very well at Manchester United. I'll tell you something, putting the jokes aside, the first half, Manchester United were absolutely not. They wouldn't survive a relegation scrap, number one. Number two, if they carry on like that, the beginning of February, Manchester United will be in the bottom three. Make no mistake about it, Ipswich Town just picked up 3 points, not one, not two, but 3 points off Chelsea. And we all know how good Chelsea can be. Say no more. So Manchester United need to buckle up their ideas, or they'll be in a relegation scrap. How many Manchester United players right now in that starting 11 and on that bench? Massive win by Eddie Howe there, giving a handshake to Ruben Amorim there at and Eddie Howe picks up 3 points, a walk in the park for Alexander Isak, and Joelinton can also have a good game there. And I tell you something, for me, Eddie Howe should be the manager for England, and it's absolutely shocking performance from Manchester United in that first half. And quite frankly, Arsenal fans out there, if you can land Alexander Isak in the January transfer window, that will be a statement move of the transfer window in January. Apparently, that's the 40th visit for Newcastle United getting to Old Trafford, and they've naturally got a 1-over. But that first half, no press from the Manchester United players on the Manchester United players. Look at that. Look at that first half. None of the players were actually, whilst off the ball, when you play free at the back and you're off the ball, you've got to press the opposition. That's what Oliver Glasner's told and installed in the Crystal Palace players. And we've got to draw out of Newcastle. We've got to draw out of Bournemouth. This Manchester United side, absolutely woeful in the first half. It's the first time that I've ever seen a manager at Manchester United, for Manchester United, within the first half, within 30 minutes, been forced to actually change his starting lineup because the way their players were just not at the races in the first half. If you look at how Newcastle United players were playing in the first half, every time that Manchester United players did get the ball, there was 2 or 1 player within 5 yards, if not someone on their shoulder. None of the Manchester United players had any intensity, any desire to get the ball off. And there are the Newcastle United players acknowledging the Newcastle United fans out there, and massive 3 points for Newcastle United. But I tell you something, please help me get to 10 likes if you're new to the channel. And I'll tell you something, it is absolutely shocking performance in that first. In the second half, credit where it's due, there was a bit better that when Mainoo came on for Manchester United, that they were playing a lot better. And it's going to Manchester United and getting 3 points is just the norm now. My Crystal Palace did it last season. We got 6 points off them last season. Remember that half volley from Joachim Andersen in the second half. And that was Roy Hodgson was the manager there. We had more injuries than Manchester United on that day. Of course, they still had Erik ten Hag there at Manchester United. And then at the end of the season with Oliver Glasner, we got a 4-0 win. 4-0 win at Selhurst Park against Manchester United. Everyone picks up points against Manchester United these days, including at Old Trafford. Manchester United fans used to be so mouthy. Not now, there you go. There you go. There you go. Wake up, smell up the coffee. And some of them, they don't know how to do that. They don't know the reality is that Paul Brady, I've said in my at the beginning of every season, I say my objective is as a Crystal Palace fan is to see when are Crystal Palace playing home and away Brighton. That's the first thing that I look at, the fixtures. The second thing that I look at is going towards the end of the season, what are the last 10, 11, 12 matches toward the end of the season, in case we're in down there, thereabouts at the bottom of the table, who we're playing, how do I look at that? And then the third thing that I look at when the schedules are at for the beginning of the season is I always say to myself, when are we playing the likes of Manchester United? Because I expect at least 6 points, not just this season, not just last season, for the 2 seasons before that. I'm not saying that as banter, is a reality. I expect my Crystal Palace side, as a Crystal Palace fan, to get nothing less but 6 points off Manchester United. But the Manchester United fans out there still think that they've got this worldwide brand, and it is a worldwide brand. If you look at their gross profits, it's up there. But I'll tell you something, on the pitch, absolutely, they're buying big and no performance on the pitch. And all these Manchester United fans out there who are starting to throw Ruben Amorim and Kobe Mainoo underneath the bus already, you have to point to Paul Brady, as he clearly says, Manchester United fans used to be so mouthy, Not now, Diego. Spot on. And I'm adding to that, as I did in this watch along in the first half, before the first half ended, I said with chest, as a Crystal Palace fan, with that type of performance from Manchester United players, if they continue to play like that until the 2nd of February, Manchester United are going to be in the bottom three. Why do I say that? Look at what the tractor boys have just done. Make sure you support the farmers and support the tractors. And let's not get off subject. But real talk, the tractor boys are on the tractors at Portman Road. And jammy Chelsea fans are having to do a long trip from Ipswich Town, go through Essex. Watch out for the speed cameras. If you ever travel from Leicester, from Ipswich Town, it's just watch out for the speed cameras nowadays. But anyway, Ipswich Town picking up 3 points from a side like Chelsea tells you that there are points there to be had, not just in mid-table teams, but teams up there as well at the top. And Manchester United are dropping like a stone. Big up to you, Paul Brady, with that direct and and absolutely on the money comment there. Absolutely. It's nothing about banter. Give me that, Paul Brady. I'll tell you this much. I've got so much hurt that the wound is still open for what Manchester United Football Club has done to my Crystal Palace. As a Crystal Palace fan, real talk, the wound is still not healed. So I'm saying this from an objective of as a football fan into football. And I can tell you this, not many Manchester United fans could have contemplated, especially those ones that were shouting with the big mouths, get ETH out, that after that they would end up heading towards the relegation scrap. That's right, a relegation. The R word is being used now. They won't admit it. Well, they're in it right now, right up to there, real talk. But they won't accept it. And Paul Brady's spot on. I've got 9 scores, and Steve, you're absolutely amazing. How in the blouse and skirt do you get 9 scores and 583 predictions correct? There you go. I can get 10 if Santa scores 2 more in Portugal League. Oh, so you do other leagues? All right, yeah, that would make sense. I was thinking those numbers, unbelievable. But big up to you, Steve. Absolutely amazing there. Steve got this prediction right. I went for a 1-1 for Manchester United versus Newcastle United because I thought Newcastle United always at Old Trafford, they get decisions going against them. But I never foresee, as an outsider looking at to Manchester United, how inept, unlawful. They were just terrible in that first half. No intensity, no pressure off the ball, no desire to win the ball back. And when they did have the ball, I am in no doubt that if you play back that first half, even after Ruben Amorim did that 30-minute substitution in the first half, every single man to himself at Manchester United player on that Old Trafford pitch, they all gave the ball away, not once but twice, unfortunately. And it's just absolutely listen, I can't wait till we play them. We play them, I think, in February. Bring it on, because that's 3 points for us. No, that's I think that is going to be at Old Trafford. I'm watching. Go on, Steve. It's fine. Go. Yeah, they're good over there. Right, I'm going to go into the full time. Aston Villa 2, Brighton 2. I'm going to quickly mention it. I'm fuming with this. Ollie Watkins scoring a penalty there on 36 minutes there. But it was Brighton who scored the first goal in that fixture, actually. Ollie Watkins scoring the equaliser, and then Aston Villa going ahead with Rodgers there, and I was celebrating like the boys. And the Villa fans, absolute letdown, absolute bottle jobs, just like those Manchester United fans and those Hotspur fans who dropped points against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Aston Villa fans dropping points against Brighton Hove and Albion. Unbelievable. Lamptey getting a second, Jodo Pedro for Brighton assisting for the first of their goal and also the second goal up to Lamptey. And Villa Park, it ended Aston Villa 2, Brighton 2. Absolutely. Help me get to 10 likes if you can, anyone in the chat who hasn't dropped a like. And the tractor boys there, Lamptey there scoring for Brighton. That is so annoying. They're just showing the replay. I can't even look at that. That's hurting my eyes. I mean, who likes a seagull? Ruben Amorim there. Shocking performance there. And Alexander Isak there can't stop scrolling down. I have to ask the question, Arsenal fans, do you want to land? Do you want to make a statement signing in the January transfer window? Should you break the bank for Alexander Isak? I have no idea who your sporting director is now, and I hope he don't come in for Dougie Freeman. Oh my days, that'll do my nut. But it ended Aston Villa 2, Brighton 2. Not happy with that. And also today, 30th December in the Premier League, Ipswich Town 2, Chelsea 0. Chelsea did score, but a goal was disallowed. First of all, I think it was Dalot penalty early doors, around 10 minutes or so. Hutchinson scoring their winner in the second half, goal apiece in each half, assisted by Dalot. And I'll tell you something, watch out for that youngster, Liam Delap. I think if Ipswich Town do go down, I think there might be one or two football clubs that stay up, or one or two football clubs that come up, that they might have a little nibble at him. Very good player there. And a massive 3 points there for Ipswich Town. And I have to say, there's something about, I've never been... Just listening to Alexander Isak. Hold on a minute. He's saying it's beneficial and he's feeling very confident at the moment at Newcastle United. So that's Alexander Isak. That's Alexander Isak there with very good form there for Newcastle United. And I'm not trying to unsettle the apple cart at Newcastle United, but I keep hearing more whispers about possibly Arsenal coming in for him in the January transfer window. And looking at the ball goes out to Gordon. Gordon, one touch, throws it in, and bish, bash, bosh. Look, ball comes out, ball goes in. Gordon puts his hands up, it goes out. He has one touch, ball bounces once, no intensity from Manchester United, right back, Zawari, and the ball goes over into the middle. Martinez is standing behind Alexander Isak, then gives him not just 5 yards, but 10 yards. And Alexander Isak doesn't even have to fight off the Manchester United defender. He just has to leap. Free header, 6-yard box area, Manchester United. And absolutely, that's not defending. That's actually not bad defending. That's just no defending at all from Manchester United. So it is what it is. And there was no intensity from the Manchester United players there. But I was talking about Ipswich Town, Chelsea. Ipswich Town, Kieran McKenna there at Portman Road, of course. Hold on a minute. They're doing the second goal now. And this is, this is the first goal. One touch from Gordon. And Alexander Isak in between Maguire and Martinez. Martinez started running with Alexander Isak, and then he just let him go forward. There was no defending there. And it's just easy picking for any side, let alone Newcastle United and Eddie Howe. Massive win for Kieran McKenna there at the bottom of the Premier League, picking up 3 points at home against Enzo Maresca, Chelsea. He started this time with Nkuku out top, Cole Palmer. They're not able to get on the score sheet today. A heap load of yellow cards there in that match towards the end, I can see. So maybe there might be a few players suspended come the Crystal Palace match. Casado picking up a yellow, Fernandez picking up a yellow, Cowell picking up a yellow there. A lot of Jadon Sancho coming on for Nkuku. You see, I think Chelsea should start with Jadon Sancho, Nkuku, Cole Palmer, Madueke, Mark Cucurella, as much as I don't like him, and I'll go with that Fernandes and Casado in the pivot as well. Those ones, they have got to start. And for some reason, Enzo Maresca in the last two matches between Fulham and this match is like Tinkerbell. It keeps changing the players. So just play your best team, pal. It's there. Maybe he's trying to keep everyone happy in that little changing room they have at the bridge. But they were peppered 2-0. It ended today at Portman Road, Ipswich Town 2, Chelsea 0. Complete letdown, bottle jobs, Chelsea fans. I wanted them to make Ipswich Town drop points, but no. So now they're coming off 2 losses, and they're going to meet Crystal Palace next Saturday or Sunday, and bring it on. There'll be 3 losses for them on the bounce. Real talk. Come on, Palace. Come on, Palace, indeed. Also, we've got Manchester United. It ended Manchester United 0, Newcastle United 2, and I can see the second goal. Gordon going in there, Joelinton going up, and Martinez is again getting his hand picked. I mean, they keep saying anyway, the back line, they need to change the back line. I'm worried that Manchester United might come in from Mark Gahey or something like that. They need proper defenders at the back to stop the ball, the balls. They also need to stop the crosses from coming in the first place. There was no press from the Manchester United players in the first half. And the second half was a little bit better, but I think there's a bit of Newcastle United just stepping back and saying, look, we've got 2 goals. We don't need to invent the wheel here. We can just let it in. I think Chelsea are a side of individuals, not a team. I agree. But Maresca, he has been able to do something that Pochettino was never able to do. Well, Pochettino was never able to achieve anything in the Premier League, quite frankly. It's as simple as that. How many FA Cup finals did he go to? And he never won anything. Anyway, whatever. Let's just leave it there. But I thought that their manager at Chelsea, I thought that he was just settling it down and getting to pick the right players. And I've just labelled the top players that they should be starting with. And he's just tinkering all over the place. I mean, he's actually tinkering more than Claudio Ranieri was doing so when he was at Chelsea. Hence why he was called Tinkerbell. I mean, he's making Tinkerbell look like kindergarten. This manager at Chelsea now is starting to move things. Just play your best players in the best place in best formations and get the most out of Cole Palmer. He's ice cold when he's in front of any opposition on the break. He's absolutely lethal. What a player. I didn't watch too much of it because I was keeping an eye on the Manchester United, Newcastle United. He must have not got any service, or he must have been double man marked, or the service to him. And how they paid 110 mil for Casado from Brighton. I'm sorry, I think at best he's worth about 55 mil, maybe 45 mil. Like, there's no way that Casado, for the former Brighton player at Chelsea now, is worth over 100 mil. Get out of it. There's no football club in the world that will pay anything like that. You'd be lucky if you get anyone paying 55 mil for him. And that goes to your point, Paul Brady. There you go. And that's what Crystal Palace. It's Eddie Howe speaking. Hold on. He was saying that his team looked very confident. He's saying it's a big win psychologically because they've had bad results at Old Trafford before. The question is what does he think about his team? Again, this type of Manchester United team. He's saying that regardless of what team that they are playing against, they have to try and be the same Newcastle United team, in his words. He says that his team had a good look about themselves. And he's very happy about the opening start of the match. They're talking about Alexander Isak now. They're asking him if it's Alexander Isak at his very best. And Eddie Howe responds, yes, he's getting there. Please keep hitting the likes. Help me get to 10 likes if you like. Eddie Howe been interviewed there. he's saying that he's very pleased to see Alexander Isak where it matters most. But he's nearly there. A finished article, not exact words, but that's what he's saying. And Newcastle United squad, the coaching staff, they believe in Alexander Isak. The question now, Mainoo comes in at 30 minutes and it changes things. They're asking Eddie Howe that question now. He's saying that Newcastle United are moving in the right way defensively. I agree with that. In comparison to his early season. Fabian is suspended now, so he's going to have to shuffle the squad in depth that he has for the next fixture for Newcastle United. That's Eddie Howe saying. They're asking him what is the direction of travel for his Newcastle United. They're asking him if this is a better side than what he had before when he took Newcastle United to the Champions League. Eddie Howe says he never likes to take bold or rash decisions to questions like that. He's a very real manager. I would love Eddie Howe to be the England manager. Why is the FA not chosen Eddie Howe as the England manager? I'm absolutely fuming with that. I don't want him. I don't want Newcastle United to lose their manager. But Eddie Howe is pound for pound the best England manager we got at the moment, and he should be the England manager right now. Why have they gone for Tuchel? Absolute mess. It's another Capello moment. Waste of money. I think what's happened is obviously before of course, we all know that before they had the structural changes at Newcastle, Eddie Howe renewed his contract. So, in a sense, put himself out of the window of being approachable by the FA or any other football club. And I can understand from Newcastle perspective, they have an asset in Eddie Howe in their books. So, if there's any income and interest from the FA or from any other Premier League club or European side, they want to protect that asset. And if there's going to be an approach, they want a reasonable return in their initial investment at Newcastle United. That's just obvious. There's nothing wrong with that. But my point being is, by him making that deal, the FA, for him to have landed before they landed Tuchel, Eddie Howe as the England manager, they would have had to break the bank and probably cancel other projects within the FA. But what can be more important than winning the World Cup for England? What could be more important than winning the European Championship for England? With an England manager. The interim manager that we had before, Lee Carsley, good manager, good coach, no doubt what he's done for the under-21s. But if you can't stand there and sing the national anthem for the side that you claim to represent and to get over the line into a winning time, he got found out. He got absolutely found out. Not just as a coach, not as a manager, but the fact that he could not sing the national anthem. The late Swan Eriksen, ex-English manager, he found a way to sing the national anthem for England because he understood what football was about. And I tell you something, the reason why he probably understood the late Swan Eriksen, I'll take my hat off to him, is because then at the end of his late days, he said that he had always been a Liverpool fan. And being a Liverpool fan, this is what I give much credit to Liverpool fans out there, as much as it hurts me to say, because they always push us off the ball too easily and they always get the VAR decisions against us going their way. Is that Liverpool fans out there, if you have them in your trenches with you and you need to go over the top, you'd want a Scouser with you to get over the top and to win that battle. But in the last interim England manager, we had an England manager that could not sing the national anthem. What's all that about? Absolute joke. Eddie Howe should be the England manager right now, all day long. I think if Arsenal come in for Alexander Isak in the January transfer window, that will be making a statement, not just in the Premier League, but in Europe. And I wonder if Alexander Isak will be cup tied in Champions League. No, Newcastle United are not in that. Well, I don't know how it works. But also, so just to confirm, Manchester United 0, Newcastle United 2, and my assumption and my roundup on that match is very simple. If Manchester United continue to play like they played in the first half, between now and the 1st and the 2nd of February, the 2nd of February, I guarantee you, Manchester United fans and any football fans out there, you will see Manchester United in the bottom three. The reason why I say that is because today, Ipswich Town picked up 3 points off Chelsea. Wolverhampton Wanderers chopped up. I mean, they chopped up Manchester United. In fact, the mice in the VIP lounge were eating popcorn while they were watching Wolverhampton Wanderers chop up Manchester United. Real talk. Real talk. Teams in the bottom 6 are picking up not one or the odd point here and there. They're picking up 3 points, and not of mid-table teams. They're picking up 3 points. They're picking up points of teams up above. Crystal Palace and Oliver Glasner are on the ascendancy up towards the top of the 10th place or above. We should finish above Tottenham Hotspur. Crystal Palace should finish above Manchester United because of the manager that we have, because of the squad in depth that we have, and because the fans that we've got at Crystal Palace. Real talk. Right, I'm going to go into... I'm going to take this off now because there's no more football at the moment. Not that I'm aware of. But if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I'm going to go quickly to the table because I've no idea where everybody is. Oh my days, Nottingham Forest, they're doing so well. That's 5 back-to-back wins, 5 wins. They're up on 37 points. Those Nottingham Forest fans, could they do it, Leicester? I don't know. Anyway, at the bottom, Manchester United now are on -5, 22 points. They've lost three matches on the bounce. And they've only won 1. So if I'm not mistaken, I think they've only won 2 games with Ruben Amorim, once in Europe and once in the Premier League. I could be wrong. I don't know. Left to ask a Manchester United fan. I don't know. But anyway, Crystal Palace are on 20 points, 19 played. Manchester United are on 19 points, 22 plays. My Crystal Palace are much better than their side right now. We should finish in the top 10. I'm fuming that Aston Villa bottled it. Aston Villa fans bottled it, and Brighton managed to pick up another point, so they're on 27 points. So we're 7 points. We're 2 wins and a draw away from Brighton. Come on, Palace. We've got to do it. We've got to do it. Just like the Tractor Boys did today while they're on the tractors, celebrating that 3-win over Chelsea. Crystal Palace are only 7 points off Tottenham, Brighton Hove Albion, who are in 10th. Big up to you, Paul Brady. I hope you're okay there. And also, yeah, look, Wolverhampton Wanderers, because they've won 2 games and they've drawn the last game against they're up into they're out of the bottom 3. Ipswich Town, who picked up 3 points against none other than Chelsea, they're still in the bottom 3. But if you're scoring goals against the likes of Chelsea and getting 3 points, there's something there. So they'll mean the belief that they can draw in probably Wolverhampton Wanderers, Everton. I hope not my Crystal Palace. I'm hopeful we'll get 3 points off the jammy of Chelsea next weekend, this coming weekend that's coming up. And we'll go ahead. We'll go above Manchester United. Why do I say that? Because Manchester United are playing Liverpool. I'll tell you something. In that first half performance and some of that second half performance, but in that first half performance, even after Mainoo came in on after 30 minutes, if Manchester United start like that against Liverpool, against the Liverpool that we saw yesterday, do a number with Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mohamed Salah, Luis, the Colombiano Luis Diaz over West Ham. But the fact they won 5-0, but the way they won it against Manchester United. Where is the match? Is it at Old Trafford or is it at Anfield? Let me just have a look. How do I do that? Oh, it's at Anfield. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my days. I mean, that's going to make that 8-0 loss last time look like kindergarten scoring. That could even go into double figures. If Liverpool put the foot down to the gas against Manchester United and Manchester United play like they played in the first half like they did today, that is going to end up a 10-11-0. That could be a one for the record books. And the goal difference means a lot when you are going into a relegation scrap. At the moment, Manchester United are on -5. They'll be hopeful that they don't concede more than 5 against Liverpool, because that will take them up into double figures. And all bottom 3 are well into double figures of minus goal difference. That's where they are. Manchester United ain't a relegation, survival. Make no mistake about it. And as Paul Brady said it in the chat, he says Manchester United fans used to be so mouthy, not now. Diego, there you go. Spot on. Spot on. Absolutely spot on. And at the top, Liverpool. How do we stop Liverpool? And I think I said it yesterday. The way to stop Liverpool, Klopp got Sven to manage a Liverpool Legends charity match. Yeah, I saw that this year. That was, I think I wouldn't be. I think I'm not wrong in saying that Klopp initiated that. And I think possibly internally managers know who they support, but they have to keep it indoors. It's very delicate, of course. It's like the referee saying they support a particular club. But this year, yeah, I remember that. That was, yeah, of course it is. That's a respectful thing. That is absolutely. That's Sven Eriksen understood, and you can see when he managed England that he understood English football. Tuchel, do me a favour. Do me a favour. If they couldn't have got Eddie Howe, I would have put Harry Redknapp. I know people are going to throw things at their TV or their mobile phones or their computers when I say Harry Redknapp, but I'll put Harry Redknapp. Let him do the England job when he was doing the interim job that when Lee Carter was doing it. Let Harry Redknapp do it. Sam Allardyce, I always wanted him to be the England manager. He wasn't manager, but it is what it is. What he got founded. He slipped up. Real talk. I'm not sure why your messages are getting retracted, Paul Brady. I hope you're okay. But it's not me at this end. Just want to let you know. I hope you're okay. But thanks for putting in the comments. Big up to you, Paul Brady. If you are new, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Yeah, I was going through the table. Chelsea, having lost today, they've lost 2 on the bounce, and they've got my Crystal Palace at the weekend. And I'm absolutely hopeful that Crystal Palace can get 3 points off jammy Chelsea. It depends what kind of referee. We always get dubious refereeing against them. And I suppose Newcastle United fans will be wanting Arsenal at Crystal Palace to do them a favour so they can leapfrog Chelsea into 4th. Arsenal have had the time off. They've had 2 extra days of resting. But I believe in January, Arsenal have got like 9 or 8 fixtures. So that will teach them. In your eye, Arsenal fans. That's right. I said it. And then you've got it's Liverpool. How do we stop Liverpool? Then into self-destruct. Liverpool. And what I mean by that is that the big egos, that's what Paul Brady said about the Manchester United fans, about the big egos wearing that shirt back in the day and still these days. If some of these Liverpool players start twittering on the Twitter account that they haven't been offered a deal, that they don't want to leave, that they'll always this and that, we got to pounce on that as rival football fans and say your players don't want to play at your football club, and that will unsettle the apple cart for Arnold Slot at Liverpool. The fact that Liverpool are linked to Mark Gahey, that tells me 2 things. They see a player there with potential. Number 1, England international, the world has seen what he's about. Crystal Palace is come at that age. He's at that peak of his. He's not at the peak of his career, but he can go another step level. And Liverpool probably feel that they can take him to that level. That's the point number one. It's like about 3 points in 1 point, but never mind. And the second point is very simple. At Liverpool, they already know someone is leaving Liverpool, because to buy in the fair play financial relegations rules, I should say, the fair play, they have to get rid of before they can bring in. So they must know that someone is leaving at the back for Liverpool. And the only player I can think of is Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mohamed Salah, and perhaps I'm not surprised to see that. The only thing that worries me about that is that last time that Liverpool were linked with Cheikhou Doucouré, the next game, the man dropped down and got injured. That's right, Liverpool fans, you jinxed it. You jinxed it for Cheikhou Doucouré. I'm saying it with chest. Real talk. Absolutely shocking, Liverpool fans. Absolutely shocking the way you are jinxed it for us. What's going on here? Oh, my days. What's going on here? Right, I've just got my phone back to life. It just kind of froze there a bit. Right, if you're new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I'm just oh my god, that's not working out. What's going on there? I'm having a bit of a mare here. Sorry, people. Oh, I'm just going to leave it. All right, whatever it is, it is. All right, it's multitasking there. Right, Liverpool there, top of the league. There's one way to stop them. I was talking about that. Sorry, people. Got a little bit carried away. I'm going to take this off something a little bit hot. I need to get a haircut, I think. Never mind. What I would say is Liverpool there, stop them by their players pressing the self-destruct button, because some of them might want to move. But I think Liverpool are not. They're not silly. They will know that if someone's going to go to new challenges, new pastures, they'll be looking at it. So that's why I'm not surprised that they'll go in for Mark Gahey. And the second thing that I said before is any team that plays against Liverpool, close down and rattle off double man mark. Gravensburg, when he plays alongside McAllister, or if it's Szoboszlai who's playing along the back in the midfield there, if you just rattle those three players, if they're playing the three of them playing together, or if they're playing two in a pivot there, Liverpool, just rattle them, rattle that creativity there. I think it gives the opposition opportunities and chances there, but we're not seeing anyone being able to successfully do that. Because sometimes Liverpool do start the game a bit twitchy, I have to say. But I mean, what are they like? 45 points, and they've got a game in hand, and that game in hand is against Everton. Actually, where are they? Yeah, Ipswich Town are hopeful that Liverpool beat Everton, and if Ipswich Town can just continue where they're going, they'll just leapfrog Everton. I just hope my Crystal Palace continue the momentum into the new year with what they've built on towards the end of this 2024 calendar year, and push on towards 10 points. We're only 2 wins and a draw away from 10th place. That's getting up towards where Brighton is, and we can do it. Absolutely fuming with those Villa fans today. Absolute bottle jobs, Fulham fans, conceding in the last minute to Brighton and allowing them to pick up a point. And definitely complete bottle jobs, definitely the Manchester United fans and the Tottenham Hotspur fans for dropping points against Wolverhampton Wanderers, who have now drawn one the previous game and won 2 before that. One of them was against Manchester United, and one of them, the last one was, of course, against Tottenham Hotspur at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I mean, what bottle jobs Tottenham fans are. I mean, what are you guys like? Unbelievable. I mean, it's predictable now, the Manchester United fans, but they're in a relegation drop zone right now, in my opinion, Manchester United, because they can't defend off the ball, they can't press off the ball, and that's why they've got 3 losses on the bounce. Even if my Crystal Palace, we need to get 3 points off Chelsea at the weekend. Oh, I'm so hopeful. Right, let me just quickly go into the other fixtures. I don't know if there's any other football. Help me get to 10 likes if you can, if you are in the... let me just have a look and see what's going on with the fixtures there. Yeah, the Italian side has finished. The Italians were still playing. No, it's 10 o'clock. What am I doing? What's going on tomorrow? I don't think there's any football on tomorrow. I think Steve in the chat mentioned it. But tomorrow it's going to be a bit difficult to do a watch along just before New Year's Eve. Yeah, there isn't really. There's a few matches early doors and 3 p.m. but no. Tomorrow in the morning I might do something, a roundup of what I think Crystal Palace, how they've done thus far in this season, and definitely end it off in that Ebrieze celebration. That goal yesterday, I mean, that was just brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. Not yesterday, the day before that. And on New Year's Day, it's Brentford versus Arsenal. I don't see why Arsenal fans and their players have had 2 extra rest days. I mean, it's just absolutely outrageous. I think they should be pulled upon. And Arsenal fans, you're taking liberties. How have Arsenal fans got their players extra rest period? But they do have 9 fixtures in, I think it's 8 or 9 fixtures in January. So that will teach them, Arsenal fans, in your face. Right, I think I'm going to call it a day for there. It's not going to be the last stream for the year. I'll try and do one tomorrow morning. I'll see how it goes. Early doors, maybe tomorrow might fit one in quickly, just to round off what I think of both the Crystal Palace men and the Crystal Palace women, how they've done so far. But I'm going to end it on that. Congratulations to Laura Camisa, the Crystal Palace women manager at Crystal Palace, Amy Everett, the Crystal Palace women's captain, and all the Crystal Palace women players for what they've done in the WSL. Yes, I know they're at the bottom of the WSL, but if it was on want and need and desire and effort of passion of players playing for each other and playing for the manager, Crystal Palace will be top of the Barclays Women's Super League. I mean, no doubt about it, because they got that pedigree by winning the championship. They're winners. That's how they won last year's Barclays championship champion. So good luck to Laura Kaminsky, and also good luck to Grace Williams, the head of women's football at Crystal Palace, in the window in January as well. Thank you very much, Paul Brady. Call it an evening. Thank you for all your messages and your inputs. Real one there, Paul Brady. Thank you very much. And I do wish you were related to Karen Brady. If you know, you know. I can't let that one go. Real talk. And also, congratulations to Oliver Glasner for what he's done this season. The beginning of it, of this season, 2024-25 season, but this year, for me, what he's had to do is install that change of formation at Crystal Palace. The injuries that we've had to players, the fact that Trevor Chabala couldn't play for us straight away because Chelsea apparently didn't let him train whilst he was in playing for Chelsea or playing for the Unders or something like that. But now we're seeing the qualities of Trevor Chabala playing there at the back with Mark Gahey and Maximus Lacroix. Also had an injury to Chadi Riyad, the Moroccan international. I hope he's recovering. I saw him walking across the touchline at the game recently at Selhurst Park, so I hope he's recovering well. Good luck to him. I saw Adam Walton there walking across there, so I hope he recovers well. So we're in a good ascendancy now towards the end of the year. Good momentum, good team spirit. I can sense that as a Crystal Palace fan, even after difficult results this season. At the beginning of the season, now coming towards the end of the year, the team spirit, the effort, the work rate that they do off the ball to get the ball. And you can tell, for example, when Ebrieze and Daniel Munoz was not available recently for the second game against Arsenal. As an example, you could see the difference that they bring to a side at Crystal Palace, playing in the formation that Oliver Glasner plays, three at the back with Daniel Munoz, Tarek Mitchell on that side, and Daniel Munoz on the other side, and just causing problems offensively. Defensively, we do get caught out sometimes, but the best form of attack for Crystal Palace is to attack. We've better, in my opinion, coming towards the end of this year, defending set pieces a lot better. And also, it's about taking your chances. And Ismail Sarr is playing absolutely wonderful for Crystal Palace. Also, they're all putting a shift. They're all absolutely putting a shift. Jean-Philippe Mateta is leaving everything on the pitch there. He's our Mbappe playing up top there for us. Real talk. And he's another one that could be. He could have his his eye turned in the transfer window, no doubt. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens in January with him. But I don't think he'll go towards the end of the season. Who knows? But as always, I've always said, whenever there's a transfer window around the corner, and for some reason some players' performances go up and up and up, which is natural. There's nothing wrong with that. But I would say, as a Crystal Palace fan, it's like, hello, why couldn't you put that extra effort earlier on in the season? Because we shouldn't be in the bottom 10. I don't believe Crystal Palace should be in the bottom 10. Not because I'm just a Crystal Palace fan and I've got Penny for the guy there, or Money Penny there with my lucky hat and the lucky scarf there. Official duck from Crystal Palace there, the buff tug. And of course that stress ball there that actually I was holding when we were 1-0 down against Southampton. Oh my days. And then when Ebrieze scored that second goal, did you see Ebrieze's celebrations? He was just dancing all over Selhurst Park. That's right. Ebrieze, you can sense the frustration just being let out there. Why Ebrieze, he's a believer. He knows what he's about. And he never's given up on his ability. He's never given up on the ability that he can give to his players that he plays alongside at Crystal Palace. He's never given up, in my opinion, in his efforts while playing for Crystal Palace this season. For Oliver Glasner, unlike those other football fans out there that say that Ebrieze has had a bad start to the season, you don't know Ebrieze. You don't know Ebrieze. The Ebrieze that I know signed my shirt last season. So thank you very much, Ebrieze, for doing that the last match of last season. True gentleman. I still can't get over that. I can't get past that. Anyway, and so good to see Ebrieze finishing that. I'm worried that with the way he scored that goal against Southampton, the way he celebrated that goal, it's not just about watching players when they're performing well and they're delivering, if you like, iconic performances, statement performances. It's about how the players play when they're just a bit off their touch, really. And Ebrieze, if anything, he's proven off what he's about. But I'm worried with that goal that he scored against Southampton that he may be poached by the likes of Pep Guardiola, Liverpool. I don't think Liverpool will come in for him. I think they've got enough. I don't think Liverpool will come for Ebrieze, but definitely Pep Guardiola, or perhaps even Chelsea. I'll tell you something. I would just Absolutely love it. And I'm going to put my lucky hat on. If Ebrieze scores the winning goal against Chelsea, I guarantee you, every Chelsea fan out there will be saying to themselves and saying out aloud, go and get him. Real talk. And what scares me is that Ebrieze has it in his tool bag, in his belief. As I said, he's a believer. He knows what he can deliver on that pitch. He's gifted. And if he does that on next weekend, on Saturday or Sunday, I'm getting annoyed just saying this. On Saturday, 3 p.m. kickoff. Of course, it's Saturday. Because the Sunday match is Saturday, and it's they'll be coming in for him. So in a way, I want Crystal Palace to pick up points, and the players that we've got, all of them, to do better and better and better. But the downside of it, but I guess you worry about it when the problem comes, not before it. There's going to be teams that are coming in for him, like people in the chat today mentioning possibly them coming in for Mark Gay. If a side like Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea coming for a Crystal Palace player, no disrespect to Newcastle United, and I mean that because they're a good side. They've got a good manager there. They've got massive fan base at Newcastle United. I don't discount that at all. But it's just different levels, different objectives, different. The span, the space of a professional football player is so short in comparison to other careers. It's about making the right decisions in your career at the right time and being a little bit lucky as well, I think, as well, for Palace players. And if somebody comes in like City, like Manchester City, like Liverpool, and they're coming for one of the Crystal Palace players, and they know how to speak and how to deal with people like Dougie Freeman and Steve Parish at Palace, then something's going to give. And that worries me a lot. But I'm of the old school. You worry about your fences only when you reach them. Don't take them before you have to, if you know what I mean. Real talk. Right. I'm going to end the day. It's coming up to 3 hours. Quickly, just to confirm today, two headline football, two headlines that will probably feature tonight and tomorrow morning. It's very simple. The first one is the way Ipswich Town beat Chelsea today 2-0. Big up to you, Paul Brady. I hope you're good. Oh yeah, I saw that about Karen Brady. Big up to you. I hope you're okay. I hope you're well, buddy. Thanks for that. I did see it. I just missed it. It's the headlines I think for tomorrow morning for Premier League football will be not just the fact that Chelsea lost away at Ipswich Town, it's how they lost. And is their manager now tinkering too much? And as Paul Brady or somebody said in the chat, are there too many individuals and not a team? I did actually, to be fair to me, I said that at the beginning of the season when I thought, so I was at the bridge. I was at the bridge earlier on in the season when we drew 1-1 there. And I said that day after the match, we dropped Crystal Palace. We dropped 2 points because we got a point there. And I have to say, I saw a lot of individual, very amazing prospects from the opposition in Chelsea players, but they were individuals. And Paul Brady was on the money. He exactly said the same. So it depends what we get next Saturday. So that's going to be the breaking news and the headlines tonight and tomorrow morning. No doubt how Chelsea lost 2 games in a bounce against Ipswich Town now. And of course, going on to how they lost on the Fulham Road at the bridge against Fulham fans, of all fans. That's probably still hurting the Chelsea fans. Believe me, I've worked with a lot of them in the years gone by. And they're going to be like, they'll be going out there down the Fulham Road on the King's Road, taking out their chihuahuas or their little sausage dogs out for a walk, and they'll be looking for any Rottweilers to just say, right, we're going to take you on as well. They're like wanting some fresh meat. As Chelsea fans. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear. Ipswich Town 2, Chelsea 0. 0 point. Ebrieze to score the winner on Saturday. Mark my words. Real talk. Come on, Ebrieze. You know you can do it, and you will. And then the other headline for tonight and tomorrow morning, it will be Manchester United, where it ended Manchester United 0, Newcastle United 2, and I have to say, it is absolutely predictable now that Manchester United, whilst off the ball, they just either they don't want to, they don't have the ability, or they don't have the incline to just press while they're off the ball. Every time a Newcastle player got the ball in the Manchester United half, you will not see a Manchester United player in the first half within 5 or 10 yards near him. There was just no intensity, no press, no one to get the ball off them in their own half at Old Trafford. 30 minutes in, first thing that I saw, I haven't seen for a long time, a Manchester United manager at Old Trafford been forced to make a 30-minute substitution because clearly Ruben Amorim can read a match and say, we've got a problem here in the pivot. We're getting chopped up. We're getting no press. I need a player on the pitch that can press whilst off the ball, win duels, win tackles. And that was Kobbie Mainoo. So if you're a Manchester United fan out there, look at Kobbie Mainoo's performance today in respect to all the other football players that you had starting and played that full 90 minutes. And he's only a young player. And some of these Manchester United fans are throwing him underneath the bus. What are you like? Do you actually watch football? There is amazing potential there in Kobbie Mainoo. And I dare say you've got a very good manager because he saw something wrong on the match. He read the game and says, look, I've got an option here on the bench. I've got none other than Kobbie Mainoo. Bring him on. And what did he do? The moment that Kobbie Mainoo came on the ball, I don't think he was even told when he came on as a substitute. He just went and pressed. When he was within 5 or 10 yards of the opposition player, when they had the ball in the Manchester United half, he was in their face, making a frustration, winning duels, and that's what he was doing from the get-go. But even by then, I have to say, if Manchester United, and I'll quickly end it on this, if Manchester United play like they played that first half, and at times in the second half, but if they play like how they played that first 30 minutes, that first half, and they're still doing this, February the 2nd, Manchester United, they're going to be in the bottom 3. Perhaps even before that, but definitely at the beginning of February. So then the second question arises, have the Manchester United players that you have, Manchester United fans out there, do you have enough squad depth and mentality in those squad players, starting players, to get out of a relegation scrap? Do I think Manchester United will go down? No, I don't think they do. But then the table doesn't lie. And I'll tell you something. Everybody wants to play against Manchester United now. Whether it's at Old Trafford, whether it's in their own backyard, or whether it's on on those electrical games. Because you know you're going to get a win. It's 3 points in the bag. I can't wait till we play them because I expect my Palace to get not just 3 points, but get another 4-0 win on them. Real talk. Real talk. That's not with banter. That's not because I got penny for the guy there, my lucky scarf and my lucky hat on back there. I'm saying that for real. It's Ruben Amorim's first transfer window will be this January, and then he didn't have one before. So this is his first one. and then the beginning of the next season, that will be his second. I would say that he needs to get a lot of those players that are on high wages, that, as Paul Brady said, that they're overrated and they're not good enough for that football club. He needs to get them off the books, and that's the worry, because once Manchester United get their act together in the transfer window, when they start buying cleverly, small, and not buying big and stupid money, perhaps they would need to get Marcus Rashford off the books, get him away on a loan deal. And did you see him? Did you see Marcus Rashford on the touchline there? He looked in trouble. He looked sad. He looked deflated on the bench. And I reckon what Ruben Amorim is saying to him, and he's doing a demonstration to all the other players, is I don't care how much you earn. I don't care who you were back in the day. I don't care how big you are today. I'm the manager now at this football club. And if I say you're going to training, you're going to training. And if I say you're going on the bench, you're going on the bench. I don't care who you are. And that's the example that he's doing it with Marcus Rashford. However, with that said, there's something wrong with Marcus Rashford. And what I mean by that, there's only 4 people that will know exactly what's wrong with Marcus Rashford right now. That will be himself up here. He'll know what the problem is. It'll probably be his wife or someone really close in his family that will know what the problem is, that understands Marcus Rashford, not just as a football player, but as a human being. So someone in his family, they will know. The third person that should know what's wrong with Marcus Rashford, I would have thought, from a professional capacity, from a status professional stance, will be the medical doctor that's assigned at Manchester United to help, to work with and assist Marcus Rashford, not just medically, but mentally, everything. So the doctor, from a professional capacity, from doctor to patient at Manchester United, that individual should know exactly what's wrong with Marcus Rashford. And then the fourth person that should know what's wrong with Marcus Rashford should be, I would have thought, in strict confidence of the knowledge of what the doctor, the family member, and the player knows, and that is the manager, Ruben Amorim. And what Marcus Rashford needs right now, he's over here. He needs these 3, the doctor, the family member, and the manager at Manchester United, to bring him in and just work with him, because there's still a player there. Physically, there's still a player there, but there's something else that's not right. So those 3 need to protect him and work with him to get him to that next stage. Whether that next stage is at Manchester United or whether it's abroad, I don't know. But that's the way I see it as an outsider looking in. What needs to happen, I don't know. I'm going to ask a Manchester United fan, but they don't even look at what I've just pointed out, really. They just say, "I'll just get rid of him." Well, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You go to the City of London, talk to anyone that works in the City of London or in the New York Stock Exchange. When you got an asset, an individual in a brand, and that asset is on a weekly earnings of 230. It's not 200. It's 320 million, 325,000 a week or something like that. And there has also, separate to that, an additional asset value to your brand. You need to work it out. You need to work it out and enhance it, not just in the short term, in the long term, and more importantly, however you invested him in the first place, by offering that person and that type of that asset, that deal, you want a return of that asset of Marcus Rashford. And at the moment, it's not going up; it's going down there. So the manager, the doctor, the family member, and Marcus Rashford, they need to work together to work that out. How that comes to fruition, I have no idea. But it sounds a bit of a mess. But you can't just put that on the performance on the first half on one player. He wasn't even on the pitch. Anyway, and actually, I just want to intrigue, did Jadon Sancho start for Chelsea? I did put the lineups in the description and some of them in the chat. There you go. He didn't start for Chelsea. Yeah, that's what I was pointing out earlier on during the watch along. Why against Fulham, Enzo Maresca should have started, and Cuckoo, Madueke, Cole Palmer, Caicedo and Fernandes, in my opinion, and Jadon Sancho. Those 5 players have to start for Chelsea. And for some reason, and Marco Cucurella, that's another player that I would say Enzo Mascarella should always start for his side, but he's flip-flopping all over not flip-flopping, he's tinkering all over the place. So maybe he's resting some of them because of injury, or maybe they've gathered too many bookings. I don't know. But it looks like clearly Ipswich Town today. Massive 3 points for Kieran McKenna. Statement win for him and his Ipswich Town coaching staff and his players. Man of the match there was either Hutchinson or Dalot. I'm giving it to Dalot. But clearly there's too much tinkering going on with Chelsea, and Chelsea fans will probably echo that as well. Right, I'm going to call it a day there. I want to thank everyone in the chat who has been in there. I've got Paul Brady. Thank you very much for dropping in. Amazing comments as always. Big up to Steve RFC. Who else? So day 0000, which is Hanno or Hamo. I butchered his name because he was using his laptop. Damo, I said Damo. And so big up to Damo. And also big up to Shay Arsenal, who dropped in early doors, and he says, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here. Thank you. Oh my God, I've hit 7 likes. That's mad. Thank you very much. See, it's like the support from all of you out there. It's absolutely immense. Last live stream I did yesterday, I did a live stream of going reverse order. I did Italian football, Portuguese football, Scottish football, Premier League, and I've never got 10 likes, and I got 15 likes. I can't get over it, and that's all down to every single one of you, ladies and gentlemen out there. Thank you very much. I'm just a bit humbled by it, quite frankly. Like, what is going on there? I mean, that's absolutely insane. Thank you. Take my hat off to every single one of you that hit their like button. And tonight it looks like I've got 7 likes, and it's going to be interesting. I'm happy to how the year is ending, and tomorrow morning I'll try and do something before the new year for Crystal Palace women, Crystal Palace men, and have a little nibble at those Arsenal fans, at those Liverpool fans, and those Manchester United fans, and those Tottenham Hotspur fans, because you have to, innit? Come on. And definitely, my Crystal Palace will finish the season above Brighton. I said it. Come on, Palace. Let's get into the top half. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please stay safe. And if I don't see you tomorrow, if I don't come across you lot, have a wonderful new incoming 2025 year. And thank you very much for the support this year. My target was 1.5K. By the end of the year, and subscribers. How do I go with that? Oh, I'm scared that I might damage the live stream. Oh. How do I go to studio? Oh, how have I done damage? Oh, I still live. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh my days, look at that. My target for the end of this year was 1,500 subscribers, and I'm currently on 1,707. I mean, that's just mad. Unbelievable. And I've got so much videos to upload as well. So I'll keep pulling my socks up on that. And that Will Hughes video, the short one, has just made 434 views with 7 likes. That's mad. Thank you very much. See, it's absolutely amazing. So, yeah. Good luck to everyone for the new incoming year. But I'll try and do something tomorrow morning. But if I do miss you all, Happy New Year coming in. And up the Palace. Come on, Palace. Let's get into the top 10. Let's finish above Brighton. Let's finish above Tottenham Hotspur fans. Let's finish above those Manchester United fans up there, and let's put those Arsenal fans and those Liverpool fans and those Manchester City fans and those Chelsea fans back in the box, because Crystal Palace is the best football club in the world. That's right, I said it. I said it. But if you're not a Crystal Palace fan, Happy New Year incoming in 24 hours or so. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye. Learn how to stop it again. How do you stop the end stream? Here we go. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. And Happy New Year in 24 hours, 25 hours, I should say, from now. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.